Couldn't take it, couldn't stand another minute. I couldn't bear another day without you in it. All of the joy that I had known for all my life was stripped away from me the minute that you died. To have you in my life was all I ever wanted, but now without you I'm myself forever hunted. Can't help but feel that I had taken you for granted, knowing how that I can ever comprehend this. I wasn't dreaming when you told me you were gone. I was wide awake and feeling that I had to be wrong. How could you leave me when you swore that you would stay? Now I'm trying to fight a nightmare every single living day. It's like a movie but it's not a happy ending. Every scene fades black and it's now pretending. This little fairy tale doesn't seem to end well. There's no light shining on the whole awake from the spell. I know you didn't plan this. You tried to do what's right, but in the middle of this madness, I'm in one. You didn't do this broken down by anger and by sadness. You feel I left you in a world that's full of madness. Wish I could talk to you if only for a minute. Make you understand the reasons why I did it. I wanna tell you that you're all that ever mattered. Want you to know that for eternity I'm shattered. I trust so hard just to protect you, but I felt too. And in a prison of abandonment I felt too. I never planned that I would leave you there alone. I was sure that I would see you when I made it back home. And all the time I swore that it would be okay. Now I'm nothing but a liar and a friend to the fray. Despite I'm sorry, it's with misery ever after. The pages are torn and there's no final chapter. I didn't have a choice, I did what I had to do. I made a sacrifice before so big as sacrificing you. I know you live in nightmare. I caused you so much pain. But baby, please don't do what I did. I want you to waste your life in
Oh, shockingly, DA is not here yet.
It's a scam.
Oh my god. Can I just start the stream without being inundated with these scam
You
allegations?
knew what was coming.
No, there's no scam.
You knew what
There's
was
no
up.
problem.
You knew.
We're good.
You ain't even gotta tell them you
They
know. They know, they know.
Not looking forward to this one.
Ooh, it's gonna be a rough one.
Themes in parallel count 0.
Themes and such.
It's so funny. It's both funny and sad to see Bumblebee fans doing mental gymnastics to justify their forced ship. If this is the video I think I saw, you guys are in for a wild ride.
I don't want to talk about that. RWBY bad.
Hey, didn't that big meanie Kaiser Shonen talk about this video already, lol? Don't blame us.
Oh boy. Now I can finally start watching stuff on this video.
I hope this video talks about how peak of a character Carton Winchester is. My hope for RWBY will warm me up for this snowstorm.
Oh, first season, dude. With yeah. Ooh. That first season, boy, they sure did go. Let us do 2 or 3 episodes. For this month.
They really didn't know what they were doing that first season.
Drowning. Even in the second season, they were just like, ooh.
It really had the hand of Monty wants to do some cool action, so we're just gonna try to navigate towards that direction.
And it should be forgiven because they were not experts.
Yes.
These are basically dudes doing just like, hey, yo, let's just do some cool stuff. I think once we hit season 3, once they start getting actual
mid-season 3, yeah.
No, the beginning of
beginning, really?
Yeah, because they got actual voice actors. Like I said in the video, they're setting up things where they wrote down RWBY's Uncle Crow has a bad luck semblance, and they showcase that off in his first appearance where the dude is wiping off the glass and then he breaks it and goes to darn, and they move on. It means nothing in that moment, but when I was watching it back, I went, hey, yo, they wrote it down and they went, hey, put something in here that alludes to his bad luck, and they did, and I appreciate that. They got Vic Mignogna, they got Erica...
Lindenberg?
No. I forget her name, but she's Weiss. Winter. They got like 3 or 4 actual legit VAs where they're just like, okay, this is no longer Ayo, receptionist, come read this line. Ayo, contest winner, here you go. Ayo, who we got here? Oh, here my sister can act. The CEO, the manager, literally in the company, because this is like, oh, here's Brian in CEO. He's a character. They're getting actual people, so they're like, okay, we're taking this seriously now. That's where I think that we can really start criticizing. You can obviously criticize 1 and 2, but once they start boot to the ground, that's where you're just like, okay, you're telling a story now, not just doing cool stuff. Because the cool stuff, you can just be like, man, this is just cool stuff. I was skipping that first big bird fight. I'm like, there ain't nothing here. There ain't nothing here. I ain't gotta be here. So I was skipping. But you know, once you get, that's all cool stuff. People be like, oh, the action stuff, you know, we can criticize action, how it's done. They ain't trying to tell no story. The criticism is they ain't trying to tell no story.
Says, who had better voice acting season 1, RWBY or GoKit23?
I'll get to that. But yeah, they're not trying to do no storytelling. The storytelling, the criticism is they're not trying to do any storytelling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they're trying to tell a story. The story that they're telling is bad because they could have alluded to things beforehand, blah, 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 whatever. 3 is where it's just like, season 1, 5 out of 10. Season 2, 6 out of 10. Season 3, 3, 2, because they're doing something and now there's more to criticize and there's more that they're doing wrong.
The reason I say I would give it up to midway through season 3 is even no matter the series, we can count this as their season 1, essentially, since this is basically going to be the actual story from now on. They alluded to a few things beforehand, but this is, like you said, we're going to start telling stories. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, it's going to take a good 6, 7 episodes of season 1 to really get your wheels rolling. That's why I think you can give them a little grace until mid-season 3. But after that point, 0 grace. Because the grace is already shaky from season 1 and 2. So when we're like, okay, this is basically a reset. This is the direction you're heading in. Cool, whatever. I will give you another grace period that will not be as long, but a grace period. You exceeded it. It's still trash. Get it out of here.
And you can really see where their priorities started to shift in season 3, because season 1 and 2 surprisingly funny. It's funnier than I remember.
They played a lot into the anime-esque aesthetics of the different caricatures of characters and the movements and all that.
So it's kind of like a seesaw where it's just like they're leaning all the way into that cool stuff, and then once the story and stuff start coming up, that's got to start coming down until it balances out. So it's no more of that funny stuff. It was season 1 where it was just like, I think it was the robot Penny. Penny was just like, "You mean your fondest friend, Blake?" And then it was just like a pause, and it was just like, "She does like tuna a lot." I was just like, that was a funny joke. There are 1 and 2 have a lot of funny jokes, and then afterwards the laughs start getting sparse.
OMG, it's RWBY month.
No.
Ooh.
No. No.
Although we can hit some of them season 9 videos.
Oh yeah. Oh, please bring them. I hated season 9 more than I originally did.
It was way worse.
I always thought it was a terrible season. It's even worse than I remember. I hate season 9.
It might have just been RWBY fatigue, but I was just sitting there just like, I can't take this no more, man.
Time for BG to put his shipping skills to the test for this one and make his power scaling brother DA proud.
I can power scale love.
I mean, technically you can with the dude that died. It's just like, you ain't love him enough, I guess.
I mean, there's also Sun, where I'm just like, why did this, like, in season 5 or 6, where you were just like, it was never about that. I'm like, what was it about? Whatever.
I typed perception twice in the chat and got nothing. BG is back to scamming. I don't see it either time, so it has nothing to do with me. Bumblebee fans go nuts whenever you criticize their favorite ship.
Yep.
Bumblebee is a terrible relationship. So terrible that they had to waste Sun, who had more chemistry than Yang herself in the entire series.
There's that whole island adventure. I'm just like, so these two, obviously, taking my brain out of what my knowledge is.
Why aren't my points going up in the leaderboard? That has nothing to do with me. ADA and BG.
Correct order.
I have never seen a fan base bully their ship into existence.
It's really more of Rooster Teeth being an on-the-ground company where
online presence.
Online, they have their convention where you can look the director and the CEO in the eye and talk to them. And if they go into that convention and they just go, Blake and Yang, and then the crowd erupts, you go, okay, the people want this. If they're in their autograph line and it's just people bringing up these ship arts, they go, okay, the people want this. And we can provide this to them because we are funded by the people. The people watch we get money. This was before they got into Crunchyroll and all those sponsors in Japan and all that stuff. It's just on the ground
out by WB.
And it's like, can we do this? Yeah, let's do this. And I think that was a hard season, end of season 5, where they got back together after that big fight in that big horribly animated fight. But yeah, but for the we'll talk about what I think about the ships before that, obviously, here.
We are going to talk about the best romance in fiction. Neither have I. RWBY shippers generally make My Hero Academia shippers look same by comparison. No joke.
They have a whole chart. We talked about that in our Because Reasons for RWBY. Not with BG, though.
I am just here for points since I have only seen 3 episodes.
I don't think we should be point farming here. I think you're gaming the system there, Dutch.
I got no ship in the race, but I'm here anyway.
Hope you in there too. I think we should time y'all just to get them.
says,
You're here for the wrong
reasons. A good manga
reasons.
to read is Sway Side Girls if you're looking for phenomenal webtoons. Handjumper and Guardian Girl are top notch. Also, damn, RWBY still had episodes?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a while. That sounds interesting, those manga. Funniest part of Bumblebee ruined the whole faunus. I don't know how to spell it. Racism subplot. Yeah, they got rid of it. They just dropped it. It didn't matter anymore.
Hey, we done with that. All right? Moving on.
The bad ones are gone. So we have been accepted.
Adam represents the entire group. He's dead. We're done. Okay, moving on.
Hey, BG and DA, correct order. Have you seen the season 2 trailer for One Piece live action? I've seen all of them. Robin's hitting it out of the park. Mr. 3's hitting it out of the park.
I would like his glasses to be a little less old lady. They're pointy at the tips, and I'd like them to be a little more rounded. Otherwise, he has a fantastic rat face.
If I had to eloquently quote a dumb artist, oh my, OMG, it's not that deep, bro, and apply this to Xel. What's up,
We're
Bum?
gonna get that.
Scam. Oh my god, there's so many people. Lamau, that the problem with the gooning video story is funny as it was a scam. What can we say? Yes, sir. Holy bun win. Glad to be back. Welcome home, Xel. I just woke up and it's stress. Stop bumming around.
Impossible.
Hello. How late am I?
Yeah, season 1 RWBY or Goku T23, season 1 of RWBY. They have some people that are good, but especially with the hero of Z, I will never get over a bad Mike Indian lady.
Greatest of all time.
In Dragon Ball. Oh, okay. Ooh, great.
When she got recast, it ruined the entire thing.
Crazy.
She was the greatest.
She was the lifeblood of that.
And you're just gonna replace her? Disgusting. Oh, there's so many.
At
We're not
Norval
gonna do all
says,
of this.
Oh my
Burn
gosh,
through 'em.
there's so many people. The most potent of trash brings the most quantitative of flies.
I don't know what's going on. All right, let's burn through them.
And I'll showcase the new emotes as well. I
He
like
said the thing,
ones.
but with the cool stuff in the beginning, leaves problems in the future. Why aren't they nowhere near cool in the later volumes? Because it's more serious. They don't have time to be cool and fun and that type of stuff. The combat skirt joke was the best part of volume 1. Other than that, it was a slice of life BS. Slice of life fun.
There
I
were a
do
couple
like
good
fun
jokes.
stuff. Probably why I fell off at volume 4. That's fair. RWBY month. Let's go. Wait is Xel Writer. Season 9 was a 2-pack of ass.
Big ups.
It makes no sense how John didn't know what aura was.
Makes 0 sense.
I hated season 8 more than season 9, not gonna lie. Impossible.
It must just
Awesome.
be because of Ironwood.
Hello, what is your thoughts on doing a because reason for Jujutsu Kaisen is coming? We're gonna be talking with Eric about it. They have a Google spreadsheet.
Yeah, they do. Big one. We talked about it in the because reasons. They have it's a legit chart where RWBY is on top and then Yang and then blah blah blah. And then you just go RWBY, you can look at all of her ship names, and then you move over to Yang and it's
That's
all of her ship names. It's like a table
That's
and it's crossing
impossible.
over and there's so many. We talked about it on the because reasons. Clearly, hashtag not a fan, but big ups.
Yeah, I hadn't watched RWBY. How could I have ever consumed? I didn't like the romance of movie, just wasn't feeling it.
It's not done well.
Yeah, that's why you weren't feeling it. Acknowledge my existence. I'm also here for points. Don't scam me, BG.
Just points
Work
farming.
puts my shift back 4 hours, so I'm playing Vampire Survivors and just listening. Watching RWBY made me more racist. We did it, boys. Racism is no more.
Hope. Download Hollow Cure. It's a very similar game to Vampire Survivors, but some people say that it's better. Some people say it's worse. Just look into it. If you're ever bored of Vampire Survivors.
I'm here for points. Don't time me, scammer BG. Everyone is here for points. They can't time us all. Yeah, the whole Fang thing essentially just became irrelevant after Adam's death. Is BG still scamming people? Is the sky still blue? They got rid of something lackluster and replaced it with something worse. Why not keep the faunus racism thing? I haven't watched RWBY
It's
since
a
the
scam.
end of volume 6. Yes, it got that bad. When is our Corey, Chris, and Peanut month? Never.
Now we can go.
Eric month. No, Eric month. Where'd you come from? Mom just yelled Eric month from downtown. Like, what are we doing here?
I saw someone say they made Penny a human just to kill her again. Yeah, you're double squeezing out that emotional drama. It's Dragon Ball. She's a robot, but she got aura, so we could just rebuild her, but not no more though. So this is super duper the last time. So if she gets killed as a robot, she's super done. But we're just gonna make her human and then kill her. Oh, was there?
Yeah, because she has to die the final time. It's very bunny girl and mech show coded. Genlock. Boy, I forgot it. KLX Sweet Eric Month. No! Mr. 10%. Oh no! It's Mr. 10%. a small.
Mr. They call him Mr. Stepper.
What's up, yay? BG is January. Where's my Lily or Mark V? You lying love is. Hey, listen. Thank you for the super chat, Overlord. Viewer request month is not even done.
It won't be done till next month.
It won't be done till next month. So look for like late February, early March, maybe. It's disgusting. All right, so yeah, let's get into this. We are talking about, of course, Xel Writer, and RWBY is doing slow burn romance right with Bumblebee. Is that how you spell it?
No, it's, and maybe it is. They spell things weird.
Mm-hmm. Hello again. Sorry for the lack of updates recently, but circumstances made finishing this video a challenge. But here it is in all its glory. The long-awaited Bumblebee essay. Apologies, I am just very excited to introduce this video on from concept to couple, the development of Bumblebee.
5719 says, "What's y'all rating on Naruto as a whole?"
I think I had a 3 or a 4. Well, talk to us after the because reasons, because things will become. I largely don't even count like the war stuff because I was out of it then, so I don't remember a lot of it. Yes. It could go down, could go up. But I think I have it in a 3 or 4 tier.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, thanks for your patience. Also thanks to the editor.
Out of 10.
Blah 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 blah. All right. It is sped up slightly, so because he talks very slow.
Hello again. What a wonderful moment this is because they're here. They're queer. Get used to it. That's right, the flagship pairing from RWBY, Blake Belladonna.
Is it a flagship? I mean, it's Yoli! What else you got? They've been teasing Oscar and RWBY forever, but they ain't pulling the trigger on that.
John had his die early.
Who else is there? Yank? I mean, Weiss is just there.
Yeah, she had a guy she liked, and it was just like, what if?
So... And it's Blake has her. She has such a revolving door of people that like her. She got Chameleon, Adam, Yang. There's one more that I'm forgetting. I know there's one more. A son. It's just her. It's just revolving around moms that like her. And I'm sick of it. She went way down. She was never up there. She was always one of the worst voice actresses, but Blake went big down.
And Yang Xiaolong are now undeniably, radically, and blatantly and unbelievably gay and in love. I have been waiting for this to crystallize so overtly for years, and it was worth the wait, because slow burn romances are already rare, but queer slow burn romances, that might as well be the end of a rainbow for how hard those are to find.
Slow burn romances are rare.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Most manga I read is will they, won't they, and it's just slowly trying to get to the place where they are together. And it will take legitimately 80 chapters, 120 chapters, 150
and then it
chapters.
Thankfully ends.
Shut the don't do this, Don't do this.
Monica and Chandler, they got together at what, season 4 or 5?
Somewhere around there.
Read books. Harry Potter is bad, but it's there. And you're gonna be, they looked at each other. Okay, Ginny and Harry looked at each other.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking Ron Hermione from like book 4.
So you got stuff like that. You're saying it is rare? What have you? And this is another thing.
The Hunger Games. It took 3 books for her to go. Yeah, I ended up with this dude, but I probably would have picked him anyway. Hunger Games.
Twilight. It took like 5 movies for that dude to get a baby to fall in love with.
Implanted on that infant immediately. I need
rubbing his hands like finally. I've been waiting for this all my life.
A fast burn romance is rare. Absolutely.
Obvious reasons.
No, don't come back. Thank you for the super chat, Overlord.
I mean, if you want to look at it, romance movies, where it is an hour and a half of getting together, and then, much like a manga, an anime, they get together, and then the movie ends, and we all clap because that's what we
Abnormal
wanted.
says, They completely fucked up Gene. He can never love people his age again. Maybe he can make it work
Yeah.
with Raven Bronwyn lol.
That's very similar to there's a manga where a dude gets reincarnated in the body of like a 7-year-old, and you have to go back, and it's just like, by the time you're 18, you're 50. So yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, Detroit is fall
It's
freezing.
so cold in the
D. Oop. I have to be back up here.
Most
Good
media
evening,
romances
pedophiles.
are some version of love at first sight or drawn out will they won't they shenanigans or the
What
cat.
do you think will they won't they is if not slow burn romance?
What is the differentiation between a drawn out one and a slow burn one?
Most media romances are some version of love at first sight.
I don't think Ariel and him were love at
I
first.
think that's why she wanted to be.
Or
Oh,
drawn
yeah,
out will they
yeah.
won't they
Oh, Ross and Rachel were already together.
shenanigans or the cap to a series rather than something we get to see develop and then experience as it's happening. So with this exciting
Pause.
news,
And you see how many of the things you have to be like, well, yeah, there are slow burn things, but they're love at first sight, so we're discounting that. There's long drawn out, so we're discounting that. And there's the cap to a series, so we're discounting that. So they exist, but with all of these caveats, they are super rare.
And-
That's super lame to do, my dude.
And this happens in volume 9.
Stop giving us
Universal
money.
Instinct Goku, Angel Seed Goku, Autonomous Dragon.
Thank you for the super chat, Overlord. Okay, did you really time me for speaking straight fact? No, I timed you for speaking lies, and this is a dictatorship. Bum behavior prove my point. Now take my money because I'm this damn petty. So this happens in volume 9. It feels very much like volume 10 is the end of the series.
Yeah.
How much are we gonna get of them just being a couple? So in essence, we're near the end of the series anyway when this finally happens.
And they've got no time to actually develop that romance, go out on dates, you talk about feelings and stuff. Because once they get out and go back to the world of Remnant, it's just like, all right, she a coming. Things have been real bad. Everybody thought that you were dead, so let's get on the ground and get on the. So if we do take time to just be like, all right, let's have some fun, let's sort out our feelings. I'm gonna be sitting there like, Satan's right over there. Y'all lost the opportunity to do
And
this.
this ain't makeout time.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
Go time.
Robin and Starfire was also slow burn, but it was near the end of the series
And
when we get
therefore
them,
discounted.
and therefore does not count.
That's what his point was. There are slow burn things, but they happen in this. They happen in love at first sight, so it doesn't count.
Oh, I never read the names, did I?
State of you.
What's up, Gabo? Blank Canvas, Kaiser Shonen, Sea Snow, The Real Mr. Impossible, Jerobo, Victory Greymon, Dutch, Hope, Priscilla, Cameron Bailey, Jay, Turt, Unknown, Blaze Rider, Nora Bell, Nami the Go, Isaiah, Aries, Jet Black J, and I Love Cats. How did I forget that? Carlo too, I guess. We better get weekly reviews for the new RWBY episode. Maybe we do that. It depends on how bad it is. Because
So what's up?
because B-List will do the intergalactic Rangers commence or whatever when those come out, and it's a lot of fun. But I don't know how much we can
At Overlord
sustain
Silverheart
a
says,
weekly.
they're gay
RWBY
now with
count.
no appropriate time to even be cute and gay, so what was the point?
That's the thing. He's looking at the potential of the future of what could happen with them being gay and happy and sitting down and talking and just having fun and all this
It's
stuff.
not even actualized.
It's not actualized yet. It may never be.
I decided to cover the development of Bumblebee from start to finish.
Okay, there's a problem.
As its finish. So with this exciting news, I decided to cover the development of
What?
Bumblebee.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Maybe it was wrong here, and he was just like, I ain't fixing
Bumblebee
it.
from start to finish. But that means we must go back to the before
back.
times. Bumblebee
One
from
more.
start to finish.
To the article.
Happening. So with this
how Blanking Yang's romance done. Right, here's what TV can learn from it. Is this CBR?
Yes, or something of the ilk.
Could go back a little bit because they showed it. It may be a little.
Yep.
CBR, you're quoting CBR as a legitimate. Hey, look, CBR said it, so you know they cooking enough for CBR to take notice.
A single person on CBR, and a lot of time as a former writer of the CBR likes, there's just a bunch of topics, and they go pick a topic of these ones we laid out, and then you just write a bunch of bullshit.
So with this exciting news, I decided to cover the development of Bumblebee from start to finish. But that means we must go back to the before times, back to before Volume 1. Because as Aaron, Barb, and several other
What?
prominent crew members have revealed, not only was Bumblebee always the plan...
Wait, go back.
Because as Aaron...
I've been waiting for 10 years to get to celebrate this with y'all tomorrow. Back to the little, okay?
No, she hasn't. That's engagement farming. That isn't that, or that could potentially be an actor going, boy, I sure hope this happens. And actors have no say in it, or maybe they do. I don't know how close they're just like, hey, yo, can my character do this? I don't know how much they have in that, but I don't think it's just like, ooh, nah.
Barb and several other prominent...
I cannot say thank you enough to everyone who supports our show. Being part of it has been an honor of a lifetime. Today was magical. All of RWBY knocked it out of the park. They always do. And seeing everyone reacting has truly touched my heart in a way I couldn't imagine. And all I can say is finally.
Well, yeah, I can see that after Volume 6, especially where they're holding hands and Adam's just like, wait a second.
What's going on there? No.
Hey. I'm being racist against, and I don't like that, but I am homophobic, so y'all can't do that. I can have hate in my heart, but I'm fighting against hate.
DA took me $1.
That just ruined my mood.
He's talking about a time machine being ready. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but thanks for the tip.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Hope. What are y'all doing?
Obvious reasons.
Maintaining the Bumblebee agenda is our top priority.
Mm-hmm. And they
thank you for the super chat, Gabo.
And now you can do all sorts of things with that.
And Overlord Silverhearted says,
well, that's not
fun
real
because
money.
Monty said he did want Team RWBY to date inside itself.
Oh, that's not good. That's very not good.
I need to see some evidence for that.
Yeah.
That is a big thing to be like.
Dwight, you don't need to be here for this.
Come back next week.
Next week, DSP. BG hacked my phone and made me do a super chat, and he sent these messages. It's a scam. No, thank you for the super chat, Aries.
Crew members have revealed not only was Bumblebee always the plan.
Yep. Forgot that.
Because as Aaron, Barb, and several other prominent crew members have revealed, not.
There's a reason this has been my banner image for 4 years. 4 years means nothing. This hasn't been that doesn't mean it's been the plan from the beginning, which is the words you said.
And they've been teasing it all that time with them having go near each other and giggling and stuff to the point where I'm just like, are they together? Did they get together off screen? And if they're not together, why ain't they talking about being together? What's going on here?
Not only was Bumblebee
one of the first things.
One, because as Aaron, Barb, and several other prominent crew members have revealed,
one of the very first things said to me when I was brought into the writer's room was bees are happening, and I've been holding it inside forever. Co-writer on volume 7, 8, 9. So it started in volume 7, where they started teasing stuff instead of just hard confirming or have them sitting down and talking about things where it's just like, boy, I hope she can forgive me. And it's like, Ruby will forgive you. And she's like, yeah, Ruby. It's like, so you're prioritizing this girl that you're not even in a relationship with over your sister? So what do you do? What's going on there? And if you're feeling that deeply about it, that you put her above your sister that you've known for your entire life, why ain't y'all together? Oh, we need to take the first step. That's why. A metaphorical and literal first step.
Literal next step.
Subtext is for coward.
Cuck.
But I remember watching that like, oh, this is next level bad.
Dude, I crashed the out on it. Should have left her ass in the writing room, out the writing room. It was a big call out letter from 2016, so take it for a grain of salt. Yeah, it could be, could not be, who knows.
Not only was Bumblebee always the
Is that what Monty wanted? I don't know how many times we have to answer it. Yes, it is literally been planned from day one. Please do keep asking us what our late friend wanted, because you obviously know better than us. That sounds very condescending.
That's passive. And he's just asking, is this what he wanted?
But if they keep getting this over and over again as a point of, I don't like this. Is this what?
But I don't see that from this.
From this, in particular.
This does not warrant that reaction. And also the over and many times, it's like, okay, read all my comments. Like, well, that's unreasonable.
At the same time, there was no real hints of this.
No. Outside of everything that Xel is going to factually, objectively prove here and now.
Until, like, volume 5.
Yeah.
plan, but they've been waiting for this even longer.
I cannot say thank you enough to everyone who supports being a part of the story. Oh, I already did that. Thanks to all RWBY, and also you and Aaron gave everything to sing. Thank you also. How did you put up with that for 2 year 2? Try 10.
No!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No! Day one, you hop up into that bit, going these two together, and we're not gonna do anything until volume 5? Come on!
I'm sorry.
I don't believe this.
I just don't believe. I can believe if it was. I would love these two to be together. Yes. And I'm waiting for it to happen. And then it does happen. So I personally have been waiting for 10 years as opposed to RWBY as a whole has. Because from day one, the plan was B.
And this just seems like it's hyping up the fans. The people that love it, you go, oh, this has been planned for the beginning. And they go, yes, of course it has. And they get more hyped up and they're more willing to come into the convention and whatever, or just keep watching. They're getting what they want big time. They've got the B symbol in their thingamajiggy with a Blake avatar. So this is a hardcore dyed-in-the-wool fan who wants this, and you're getting it. So of course you're gonna placate to those fans like, yeah, they walked into that mouth. Monty whispered in my ear, y'all two gon' and I'm like, oh my good HR.
Fans show. This has been confirmed recently in Always Open 2023 episode 4. There's also the fact that Aaron pretty much gave the game away in the pre-volume 1 chapter 1 live stream for the series.
This has been confirmed in this moment. You don't show any clips about what they said.
Says, remember, people believe that part a lot still because I don't know about Yang. But Blake was straight from volume 1 to 3.
Yeah. Yang in volume 1, they were all doing a sleepover in the Great Hall, and she was like, yeah, I'm checking out the man meat, and she went hubba hubba at these shirtless dudes, so she's at least bi in that moment. And Blake is confirmed straight.
Past relationship.
Yeah.
I've been planning this super chat since 1990. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, damn, holding on to that one. Knew about the 445 meme and everything.
Yeah, bisexual at worst.
But yeah, don't show any clips about this. And this is just these two muffs words about this going, yeah, no, this has been planned the entire time. Me and you could just be like, okay, we're planning the triggered and dumb artist crashing out on us. Planned the whole time.
It was a snake.
Got
we were king snakes in that.
Got him. That's all they need to say. And the fans are going to eat this up and not question anything.
Now,
because you're listening to a RWBY podcast, you're going to be like, wait a minute.
Now, 100%. This could have been
100%.
Not even planned, just like blank and blank question mark.
Yeah.
And then they removed the question mark at volume 3. What are we doing here, y'all?
Goku, true divine
and then they removed the question mark in volume 3 or 4 and just like, yes, this is happening.
It could have been on the blackboard. Who can we potentially get together? What can we do with these games?
I'm just saying.
What's the future of these games?
There is no true breadcrumbs until, at best, volume 4. At best. Hi, boss guys. How much of a trash fire has this been, and what did I miss? Because this was always going to be a trash fire. Thank you for the super chat balance.
How far are we in? 1:17. Oh no.
series even properly began.
Can I mention that my character and another character are like no?
No, I've seen it.
Not yet.
And this makes sense, as even
No, I've seen it.
That my character and another character are like no?
No, I've seen it.
Not yet. My character and another character are like
No, I've seen it.
I can't even make it.
My
this makes
character
sense.
and another character.
Blankety blank blank. No, not yet.
Oh my goodness, another character? It could be my character and another character kill another character, or break up, or fight and have a long term. It could be anything.
It could be
there.
talking about one of the romances that were planted in the first or second season,
Son.
where my character and the other character.
Yeah, that is not evidence for anything. And if this video is going to be cherry picking stuff like that and just go, see, got him, it's complete total bullshit.
as even in the earliest days when RWBY was more of a side project for the creators, there has been a great deal of forward planning. Salem was the 5th character invented, and the Ever After concept has been around nearly on a decade before we ever saw it. In the same vein, we can see how this
Yeah, there are ideas that writers and art people will do, and then go, are we ever gonna do this? Because I'm sure there's a bunch of scrapped art and a bunch of scrap plot points from volume 1 that would have been in volume 6 or something.
And again, this is gonna be our big bad. Sure, no problem. How about introducing her, or how to defeat her, or anything about the maintenance earlier? You talk about the things that were planned from the beginning. What about the things that weren't planned for the beginning, and then you just sort of shoddily rush like the maidens?
Says, walks into Nickelodeon Studios. So Cora and someone will kiss. Cora then proceeds to kiss Evie, member of her team. What foreshadowing?
Not Bolin. Like, ooh, yo, you're the fat friend.
It's very Oda coded, where people are like, oh, he plotted everything. No, there's clear like overcast overview of where this could go, and then sometimes he'll go there, sometimes he'll switch it up, sometimes he'll do something on the fly,
or he'll go back and just go, hey, I can just put this character in here. And one of the big giants from in Elbath, I think the giant lady, she was in a cover story, or she was she was in Big Mom's backstory. So it's just like, hey, that's that character from back there. He probably wrote down big giant lady, got the design, put it off to the side. She comes back. Or maybe she was just like, who can I have in the giant pirates who was back here? Boom, this big lady.
informed the concept art of Blake and Yang, designed to be perfectly complementary.
No!
Because that would mean that Yang would have to be like, hey, yo, I like your eyes. Let me go get this scarf. And then Blake is just absent of anything going, hey, thank you. That's the complimentary. It's Yang going, oh yeah. Or you could just make her like orange and blue or turquoise, whatever. That's not even the same shade.
Colors and silhouette. Even as the color schemes changed, they always stay connected and even grow close.
Editor, Blank and Yang's eyes are also the same of each other's souls versus an aura. Purple.
So they were born to be together is what you're saying? Or are we just supposed to be like, oh yeah, now I can see this. Ooh. Because you look at Yang and Adam, their semblances are basically the same. So is there some kind of connection there where it's like, okay,
says,
they were all...
Itachi being a good guy planned from the beginning was a masterpiece, am I right?
Yeah, boy, except for the fact that it wasn't, because he was just like cut off Naruto's legs and bring him with us.
I don't understand.
Oh my goodness, they both have purple.
Yeah, that's the part I'm not getting.
In Yang and Blake, I mean Yang and RWBY. Yang has an all-white costume with blue accents and her collar is red. RWBY has white in her outfits. Are they supposed to get together, or is it just teammates complimentary? And also keep in mind, this right here was the whole purple leggings and stuff. This is volume 5 stuff where they started to go into that, ayo, it's time to do this. Yes. So it's already done. This isn't volume 1 stuff. You go to the concept art, man, SMD that concept art bush, because it's just Muff going, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if you had heterochromia and a scarf? I don't think.
BG and DA better not be wearing the same colors. We're not wearing any of the same color.
Ooh, I am wearing a purple hoodie and red red sleep pants.
I am wearing blue sleep pants and an orange shirt.
As the series progresses. What's more, there's how their fairy tale inspirations were framed and discussed through stuff like
that fairy tale stuff.
That's my request to you.
The fairy tale stuff is the most infuriating thing in all of RWBY.
I couldn't be more mad at Volume 9. I couldn't be.
It's just that, oh look, she's Pinocchio. Okay. That's every single thing. This is the big bad wolf. Okay. I don't care.
You got it.
What does it matter? Ruby's Red Riding Hood, and what do we do with that? She has a red cape, and she was put into the woods one time with Yang and who was Goldilocks, and they met a bunch of wolves. Okay.
Do you get it now?
What of it?
music. For instance, Blake is both Bella and the Beast, but Yang is also described as the yellow beauty who burns gold, who can seem ferocious but is actually kind. Essentially, their source folktales were intertwined in a way
I don't want to do this. They're both Beauty and the Beast.
We're not. Instinct Goku, Ultra
Hold it
Ascendant
to your
Goku,
request,
579
Essence
says,
Goku.
Wait, did y'all not enjoy Cinder's backstory?
I did. No, wait. Yeah, no, I did. I did enjoy parts of it. The end fight was just like, come on.
No way Oda had everything planned. Oda planned for OP to be 5, maybe 10 years at worst. People really underestimate how much Oda is winging it.
He's very good. I know there's stuff where he just writes down his call. Obviously, this is coming back. But there's stuff where he just goes back and just go, what can I tie into this? I could do examples, but I can't think of any off the top.
Wait, I thought Adam was the Beast? He ain't here. They're both Beauty. They're both Beast.
And somehow they're neither. Okay, come on now.
Dragon Instinct Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku.
And what you playing Vampire Survivor? Focus, muff.
Wow, this show sounds like ass balls. Thank you for the super chat.
Hey, we haven't gotten into a single argument yet.
Yes, we have. Look at the scarf and the eyes, and they're both Beauty and the Beast.
Boy, these outfits are not good.
But others have been before the show even started. On another character design track, there's Yang's semblance, which allows her to absorb damage and return it to her enemy. Adam, Blake's former romantic partner and abuser, is capable of doing the same, but through a weapon. He puts weapons and even people between himself and Leech's power, while Yang puts herself...
He puts weapon and even people between himself. But he has no choice because that's his semblance. He doesn't do that. He's forced to do that based upon the universe being like, hey, yo, here you go. Here's your semblance. He can't be for you. There's nothing to it but to do it. Brett Muff, and again, if we're gonna do this, why not talk about the complementary nature of Sun and Blake's I almost said personas, their semblances where they both create clones of each other. So these two are just opposites and they're gonna fight, and that's why it's good.
No, they're basically the same.
They're the same, but in a different sort of way. But then you have Sun and Blake who are romantically inclined, who are the same, except for maybe like one or two small differences. I think Blake's dissipates sooner or something. I think hers is not physical or something. Whatever the case may be, they're functionally the same, and I bet I will put $1,000 down and that muff ain't gonna say one word about those two semblances.
Dude, it was stupid when Young said it. It's not sound any smart now.
It doesn't.
But because this bolsters his argument, he's gonna bring it up. But it doesn't bolster his arguments because you just go, yeah, they're the same, but they're different. And therefore, she was in a relationship with him, but now it's her. What? Where's the connection here?
Same, but through a weapon. He puts weapons and even people between himself and Leech's power, while Yang puts herself between those she cares about and has to bear the pain to use the power. It's a contrast.
It's not putting herself between her friends and people she cares about. Again, this is just the universe giving that ability. And it's just like, well, this is what they're forced to do. Yes. So you have to get hurt. It's not like, this isn't a thematic thing of just, I'm choosing how to do my abilities like Hunter x Hunter. I'm putting these limitations on in order to become stronger. It is, she woke up going, hey, yo, my arm hurt, but now I can lift 2 tons. This my ability. The universe is not thematic like that, and if it is,
it's getting a stand or a quirk or something. You don't choose that.
No.
Contrast built into both characters on a bone-deep level. So yeah, Bumblebee started off with a strong basis in concept, theme, and character before
theme and character. How character? You didn't explain character.
Yes, he did. Look at them hugging.
Anyone in the audience had so much as seen it. Now then, Volume 1. Our stars actually meet thanks to Ruby Rose. The young huntress was venting about her trouble socializing, and the sister's attention was drawn to Blake reading by candlelight. Interestingly, you can see Yang beginning to smirk before she even knows that Ruby and Blake have met, and used that meeting as a pretext to introduce them to Blake, and pretty much instantly stumbled over herself.
Hey, she was smiling because she was talking to her sister. She was smiling the entire time.
And also, the whole thing. Keep in mind also.
Jesus. OG, 2 similar anime powers equal cat girlfriend.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you for the super chat balance.
But in this moment, Yang is just like, this girl needs friends. Because that's Ruby was attached to her. She's like, I got my own friends. And so she's going, oh, what about that girl? Like, oh yeah, we did talk to each other. And Yang is just like, okay, she has at least something with this person because she's talked to her. So now I can go over there and just introduce myself in this way and her, and like, y'all talked before, and get Ruby out of Yang's hair. Boom, bing, bang, boom. What do you think that smirk was, sir? Ah, yes, the drag over baby sister to justify flirting with the hot girl technique. Editor. Don't you add to this video with not his points, editor, because you're making things worse. You're going again right here and now. It's an excuse, not her literally going, you need friends other than me. Here is somebody that you've talked to.
In a bid to compliment Blake.
Hello!
Go back.
I like your...
And pretty much instantly stumbled over herself in a bid to compliment Blake.
As Norgal says, smirks queerly.
I like your bow. Thanks. It goes great with your pajamas. Right.
This will come back later.
Pause. This is deceptive editing. That was not the first line of this. She did not walk over and go, "Ayo, nice bow." They tried to talk for a second. Blake was not having it. She was giving one-word sentences, and then she said that in a bid to get her to talk. That's all this was. And you could also say that it was just a means to draw attention to the bow. She's wearing a bow while she's going to sleep, limitations of the engine, or you're supposed to pay attention and going, why is she doing that? Is this just a character thing? Does the bow mean something to her? Or is it because of the fondness thing? It's not a flirting thing. It is purely and simply, I gotta get this girl talking so she can talk to my sister.
Yes. I have walked up to people and went, "I like your hoodie." I'm not flirting with that person. I like the way their hoodie looks.
You didn't go, "I like your hoodie," and they instantly bent over? You didn't, that hasn't happened?
I don't have the riz for that.
But things quickly became messy thanks to Blake's own wariness of people and a squabble breaking out between Yang, Ruby, and Weiss. The seed, however, has been planted.
What seed?
Oh, we're taking every single thing.
He's just gonna take every interaction and try to shoehorn in how it's part of this romance.
There's no such thing as negative friends. You could have made one friend and one enemy. Look, it's only been one day. Trust me, you've got friends all over. You just haven't met them yet. They look over at Blake reading a book. That girl, you know her? Not really. She saw what happened this morning, but left before I could say anything. Well, now's your chance. Gets up and goes over to, wait, what are we doing? Hello, I believe you two know each other. Aren't you that girl who exploded? Yeah, my name is Ruby, but you can actually call me Crater. I guess That was one. That wasn't one of the funny ones. Actually, you can call me Ruby. And then Blake goes, okay, back to her book. Yang whispers to Ruby, what are you doing? Ruby goes, I don't know, help me. Yang goes, so what's your name? Blake, sighing as she's distracted again. Blake, Yang, whoa, Blake, I'm Yang, Ruby's older sister. I like your bow. Blake goes, thank you. It goes great with your pajamas. Blake goes, right.
Flirty.
She's trying something with the character that is not reciprocating.
It's flirty.
That is we're gonna do everything like this, man. No.
At r.ares-queen says, did you forgot that your gay BG and DA triggered say-so?
Yeah, we did.
What are y'all doing? Why did you leave your ship in Mr. Fantastic 3? Well, thank you for the super chat.
I saw someone say that they like my hoodie. Well, thank you, Ben's over.
When we next see them together, Blake chose to observe Yang's battle with a pair of Grimm in secret during the initiation before jumping in to assist with the last Ursa.
Pause. Blake chose to observe her? Prove that she chose to observe her instead of just walking by right here and now at this very last moment. You can't. So you have to force that into, yeah, she chose to absorb her. And also keep in mind, also you could just be like, hey, the whole thing is you lock eyes with somebody and that's going to be your teammate. This girl is capable, unlike this other dude that was in his pants, who is clearly not capable, and all these shadow people. So this girl can fight. She can be a good partner. I don't have to spend all this time with her. She knows what she's doing. I can do my phone stuff, or I can do my book stuff, whatever.
See, like I said, also keep in mind,
this doesn't necessarily mean that she was waiting, going, oh, I'm interested in that girl that I couldn't spare 3 lines from my book to have a conversation with.
And now we're all alone,
man?
And there's gonna be no true, like, I am interested in you as a person.
Despite having clearly chosen Yang as a partner, she looks at her before jumping in to assist with the last Ursa. Despite having clearly...
Likely getting a feel for how Yang is, given what happened between her and Adam. That could be it. Just like, is this person a good person? It could be any number of things and not a hint towards in romance. TTS, and the TTS was on cooldown. I like your bow, goes great with your pajamas. You know what else goes great with your pajamas? My mouth. Hey, yo.
Bend over.
She looks away from Yang at first, giving her time to back up or look away rather than force the partnership. Yang meets her eyes and it's begun.
I could have taken him.
Pause.
What's more,
she needs a teammate. This needs to happen. This is a capable person.
This is a really bad video. It's gonna be
real bad.
It's gonna be a really bad video.
This is everything, every little interaction, it must mean something.
Narratively, Blake and Yang are consistently framed alongside Juniper's romantically coded dynamics, Arcos and Renora. Pyrrha was romantically interested in Jean and specifically sought him out as a partner.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
And Nora did the same thing with Ren.
I don't even know if she was necessarily, because even during the dance, she's like, I wish a guy like you would have asked me out. Someone that can see me just for who I am.
I can see her going after him.
No, absolutely. I just don't know if this was romantic intent until they actually have that dance with him in the dress.
6571 says, Adam got felted by 2 traumatized lesbians. Big ups.
Unfortunately, that's not my genre. You would have to demonstrate that either one of these 2 people were seeking each other out. You're just going, these 2 are paired off, and you better bring up the fact that Weiss and Ruby were begrudgingly put together.
Yes.
This too will come up again later. What follows proves...
Of course you don't, because that doesn't fit your narrative. It fits your narrative for the romantic partners, but for the people who are begrudgingly together and they go through an arc together, no, that doesn't matter. This is all about romantic pairings in the future, and look at these romantic pairings that got together in the future. Let's disregard the romantic parents, the parents that didn't get romantic in the future, because that doesn't fit my narrative. It's terrible. Girls. Imagine thinking like this for a second.
Girls can't just talk.
They can't. It must be some kind of ulterior lesbianic romance situation type deal.
An extremely comfortable and affable relationship. They find a
This video is the extended edition of they breathe in the same room, so they should kiss.
Go back.
again later. What follows proves to be an extremely comfortable and affable relationship. They find the relics without difficulty, make each other laugh and smile fondly, look to each other.
Yes, like friends will do.
An extremely affable relationship. You show none of that. They smile to each other. So the what? You can't just be smiling. Okay, so now we have to be like, did Blake ever smile at Weiss? And what does that mean? She's just being friendly in that situation.
Did Blake smile at RWBY?
Oh, that means nothing, but this means something. We have to say it like that because it led to something. That means that everything meant something.
Is lesbianic a word? Yeah, it's the follow-up to
now.
the $6 million man.
For advice in dangerous scenarios and blend their skills easily on the battlefield. Of all the partnerships at Beacon, their ease is only matched by Ren and Nora's lifelong...
They're both very good combatants, and they've both partnered with people before.
She threw her weapon and she caught it. That's all you showed.
Relationship with notable romantic coding, at least on Nora's end. There's not as much else
You
to say.
showed no kind of combination between Ren and Nora. Do you realize that, editor? Because editor must have just be like, oh, he's saying that ain't got no footage to go with it.
Hey, isn't this episode or the episode
Overlord
after
Silverheartains says,
Weiss and
as a dirty
RWBY
shipper,
combined
I
for an
hate when
attack?
people try to
Yes.
explain bad canon ships.
And
Not
this-
everything is evident. Sometimes writers suck, change their minds, or both.
Yes.
And no, but this is a narrative video. This is pushing a narrative, so everything means
The
something.
agenda.
And go back to that team attack.
And blend their skills easily on the battlefield. Of all the partnerships at Beacon, their ease is
Hey,
only...
go back. Right there. Hey, good job, editor. This was Ruby's plan. In order to kill that beast, she was like, I got a plan, and they followed through with that plan. To the point where White does a glyph right here and just goes, yeah, you always come up with these dumb plans. And Ruby's like, you can do it, right? And Ruby's like, yeah, of course I can, I think. Or something to that effect. But this was a plan. This was not like, oh, they're working seamlessly together. Come on! Come on! It's not just the fact that you're reaching, it is the selective editing to make your point seem like it's something more. This was literally a plan. This is terrible.
Might be a gong, buddy.
This ain't no kind of dude. Wait a second. Are we like 4 minutes in? Ooh, no.
45.
Okay.
We are 10% in.
Yeah, I think once we finish up with volume 1, we're gonging this and we're done, y'all.
Yeah, dude, this is reaching of a level I've never seen
in
before.
my life. This is delusion outside of this world. You have to lie to be like they're working together so well. And editor, putting together the footage incorrectly. Xel, you have the final say in it. You go, why did you put in footage?
Why
of
are you
them-
exposing my lie?
You little nicer than that. Why are you exposing? But you have final say. You're gonna look at this. You're putting this out to the masses in order to prove a point. You don't want false information in there. So when you say they work together seamlessly and you showed a plan put together by another character, that just tells me they're not working together seamlessly outside. They're not like locking eyes and just going, okay, I know what to do here because this person and this person, I've analyzed her moves and I know what she's going to do. And I know how fast she's going to be. So I need to be in this position once she gets in that position. None of that. It is, hey, go over there, chuck your, grab this, I'm a fling.
is only matched by Ren and Nora's lifelong relationship with notable romantic coding, at least on Nora's end. There's not as much else to say about Volume 1, as it was a short volume, but I suppose I should also cover Sun, Blake's romantic red herring. Introduced as a jovial blonde with a friendly attitude and a penchant for excitement in combat, he has many surface-level traits in common with Yang, but we'll see that is only skin deep. He takes an obvious
surface level, that's only skin deep. Go back to what the editor said. The editor is pissing me off.
In combat, he has many surface level traits.
Why are you be a writer instead of, because you're putting in
At Norable
I don't know
says,
if this is point. I didn't even see
Gomu
what it
no
says.
retroactive romantic justification.
Big reach. Heart of gold, dumb at his gun check skills are impressive though. I don't care about what you think about
in common with Yang, but we'll see that is only skin deep. He takes an obvious interest in Blake, but also establishes a recurring theme in their relationship, with him not really understanding where Blake is coming from without her spelling it out for him in detail.
Nearly 2 days. So, if you want to talk about spelling things out in detail, Ruby, Blake, and Yang. No, Ruby, Weiss, and Yang. We're sitting down on the roof and going, yeah, this sure is good. I wish Blake was here. And Yang was just like, man, she a lesbian. And they're like, oh my goodness. But they're like, oh, she abandoned us. She abandoned me. And she bounces. And then Weiss goes back in there. And they have this talk about Yang, in fact, goes, you don't understand this. You don't know what it's like to be alone. You have your family, you have your techniques, you have all this stuff, you have your money. You don't know what it's like to feel alone. And then Weiss tells her a story about my mama and my daddy. She rocked up and he was just like, hey, yo, I married you purely for the family name. And then my mom started drinking more and more. Yang didn't understand Weiss.
Hands to me.
Didn't say that, but
medium style.
But Yang didn't understand Weiss, who had been her partner for I don't know how long at that point, but they had been together for all this time.
Let's say 6 weeks.
Until the moment that she explained herself. That's how relationships work. You don't just understand this character outright. Implicitly, because
simp time.
In season 2, they have that big conversation of, you can't do all this alone. I was by myself. My mama abandoned me, blah, blah, blah. Blake didn't understand where Yang was coming from in that situation. So characters cannot understand where characters are coming from, and it doesn't mean that
they converse with
until
each
they
other.
converse with each other and can't get to the same page. This isn't evidence against these two.
With him not really understanding where Blake is coming from without her spelling it out for him in detail.
Nearly 2 days and you're giving me nothing but small talk and weird looks. Yeah.
Nearly 2 days and Sun has shown the emotional sensitivity.
Shut the up, editor.
Like that.
This is also when he falls naturally into a role.
No, because she doesn't understand the type of character that Blake is. She is that
Sun.
No. Oh yeah,
Sun
doesn't understand what type of character that Blake is. She does put up that wall. She is emotionally guarded and pulled back.
He's trying. Says, but what if though?
Boom! Yeah. Hey, press play. What if though? But no. He's trying to come to figure out why she's like that.
It's the same thing that happened with Yang.
Yes.
She's trying to figure out an entry point to get her to open up. And he's trying to figure out an entry point to get her to open up.
And her entry point is, we've gone through a similar thing of chasing somebody that doesn't want to be followed, and it leads to disaster. You're wrecking yourself. I wrecked myself. I'm coming from my experience. Calm down, go at your own pace. This dude, he's carefree. He's just like, he's coming out outright going, hey, what's right? Hey, talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, knock that off.
Hey. Nice bow. Huh? Wait, was she bending over? That always works.
Occupy for some years as Blake's supportive ally and exposition sponge, i.e., someone who Blake role he will occupy for some years as Blake's supportive ally and exposition sponge.
Well, Exhibit A. Son, after he finds out Blake was part of the White Fang, supportive partner. How is that any different than what Yang's role is until they actually go, oh yeah, it's time to start turning his wheel?
You need to establish how Sun feels about Blake,
and you need to establish how his interactions are different than Yang's interactions to Blake.
Because he saw Blake go away from her team, board this ship, and he goes, I'm going to figure out what's going on with her and help her and support her. There's got to be some kind of feeling outside of pure friendship
again,
that facilitates that. You need to talk about that side of the relationship instead of just saying that she's a red herring. And this, I don't know what the going on here, but again, I don't trust this editor muff.
All right, while you're looking that up, I hated when Blake was info dumping
At Overlord
on Sun
Silverheartine says,
about the white
just
fang,
for the
even though he
record,
knew there
Sun
was
helped her
something.
fix and save her family.
Yep.
But the nice bow trick didn't work, so rip him.
Yeah, she's still upright, so can't really do anything. Raven, you missed 5 minutes of lying to make a point.
Complete and total bush.
Legitimate lies.
Season 1 or season 2?
This is
this is still season 1. Okay.
Oh, what? This is season 1?
No, yeah, this is
crazy bars.
I found it. Now I gotta figure out.
Giving me nothing but small talk and weird looks. Yeah, like that.
Son, are you familiar with the White Fang?
Of course. I don't think there's a faunus on
But then she immediately starts to talk about her troubles, and he learns what's troubling her, and he works to resolve that. Whatever.
planet wasn't heard of them. Stupid, holier-than-thou creeps that use force to get whatever they want. Bunch of freaks, if you ask me.
I was once a member of the White Fang.
Wait a minute, you were a member of the White Fang?
Oh,
He was just surprised that he choked on her and on his coffee.
Oh no!
This is so. Oh, the lies! I can't take the lies. That's the same as somebody you just talking to somebody that you've never met, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire. You go walk and you're drinking something. Of course you're gonna. Somebody says something shocking as you're drinking something, you choke on it, and. He's a comedy character, so he's gonna have this reactor. This editor, he's killing me.
The editor is perfect for Xel, because it's just making the points for Xel.
I can't take this. Why does he sound like DSP?
You are a terrorist.
Sponge, i.e. someone who Blake can explain the facets of faunus and the White Fang culture to. More on this later. Some final notes on Volume 1. Beyond how easily they get along is the fact that Yang still clearly chooses to be on Blake's side even after discovering she was a terrorist. One could also argue this.
Yeah, so did
That's
Ruby.
her friend.
So did Ruby.
It was Weiss that was really just like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Because she's a
them faunus,
racist.
though.
Because she
Ooh.
explained it as, because nobody understood where she was coming from until she explained it. But she explained the faunus has been at war with my family all this time.
What are you doing with these lyrics?
Yang still clearly chooses to be on Blake's side even after discovering she was a terrorist. One could also argue the song Wings that plays at the end of the volume is a Bumblebee song, as it reflects Yang's nurturing.
One could also, wait, this coward language of one could argue.
Are you arguing
make the argument, or don't talk about it.
All the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries.
This is pissing me off.
She dead ass just said, oh yeah, I kill people. Thank you.
Legitimately, I was with that terrorist group that is making our month in race and giving a bad name. Oh, look at this goofy word.
Wings that plays at the end of the volume is a Bumblebee song, as it reflects Yang's nurturing attitude, and also appears again in Volume 5 as a leitmotif when Blake reunites with the team, and specifically when she sees Yang. Volume
Oh, dude.
side, even after discovering she was a terrorist. One could also
One life, no. For a small sign, patience is hard to find. Shadows
the
seem to
song
fill your
Wings.
life. Don't be disappointed. Don't let heartbreaking in this. Okay, dry your eyes now, baby. Broken wings will hold you down. What?
plays at the end of the volume is a Bumblebee song.
This could be a Ruby song.
Yeah, anyone song.
This could be a Ruby.
Aimless on the inside doesn't mean what?
No, a Ruby Volume 9. This is a Ruby song.
When Blake reunites with the team, and specifically when she sees Yang. Volume
Is it specifically, or does it start when she reunites with the team, and then Blake is also there?
1 by and large serves as a basis for a strong friendship between Blake and Yang, rather than out.
Ren and Nora They pushed it heavy enough in the beginning that they knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
it just happened poorly.
They're not big enough characters where I'm just like, I don't.
Queen says, hey, at least I've heard one good news recently. OpenAI is estimated to go bankrupt by 2027.
They're getting cooked. They're estimated to lose like 14 billion this year. They're not monetizing what they do enough. But they also they want to be a loss leader, but they do not have the capital to do that. Microsoft does, Google does, OpenAI does not.
Now, romance, but everything from the pre-series points I noted are still hard-coded into these characters. Now on to Volume 2.
Wait. The souls thing wasn't even his point. It was just the eyes and the purple boots, and then the editor was just like, well, there's souls as well, so I'm gonna... This muff is ruining this video.
This is the one where we really get some wind in our sails. The volume opens showing Yang and Blake as being affectionately intimate, and Yang, Blake's current partner...
Yes, they're friends.
They're talking to each other!
Have you never seen two friends interact with each other? In even media!
Hey, what did they say? Don't just say they were affectionately intimate. Go back.
Showing Yang and Blake as being affectionately intimate, and Yang, Blake's current partner, being framed against Adam, Blake's former romantic partner.
In what way?
Notably, it's Blake's shadow that's framed with Adam.
This editor is like, no, with his mom saying that ain't what's happening here.
Her relationship
make your own video, you piece of
shadow of his former self. This might overtake whatever my last GOAT was as GOAT.
This is bonkers. They're because they're tag team and double team and just bad points, and then mom sneaking in like, oh, here's also a bad point. You ain't gotta read. It don't mean nothing, but it means everything because it's a shadow of the former relationship. And you see how the words near Adam, the words like mom, everybody shut up.
Also the classic,
I love it when you're feisty,
which can almost certainly be intended to be read as flirtatious.
Admirable says, they're banging now. UHP, they're younging now.
They're younging now. No. Has he watched any other media with two characters of the same sex or even opposite sex that aren't attracted to each other acting like this? Because it happens quite frequently. Welcome to the real Nerd Alliance.
Part. The first half of Volume 2 also sees Blake cutting herself off from those around her, growing obsessed with the villain Roman and the White Fang's operations, to the point where she's exhausting herself the longer.
Yes, the background was made in Gary's mind. Yes, the map was from Torchwick and Cinder Scene.
Her search goes on. Everyone grows increasingly worried, and Sun once again returns to misdiagnose Blake's emotional state and show himself as equally unsure to everyone else in Blake's circle as to how to help her.
So, what does Blake think of all this? She's still being all, you know, Blakey.
Obviously.
In contrast,
it's just side rewind.
Yes, Blakey, totally on the same emotional wavelength as the girl you crush on.
He's trying to figure out how to help her because she's acting in her normal way but turned up. There's clearly something wrong with her.
Weiss.
In contrast, Yang is entirely confident that she knows how to get through to Blake and get her to practice some self-care.
Hey! Both of y'all pieces of because I'm calling out the editor now, and I noted this. Who was the first person to be like, Yang, something's wrong with you? You acting weird. Who was the first person that said that? It was Weiss.
Oh, it was Weiss?
Are you not gonna talk about that?
No,
because it hurts the narrative.
I did not note that.
I noted that specifically because I was looking like, okay, what is he gonna talk about? Who was the first person that noticed it? It was Weiss.
Hello. We need to talk. Yeah.
Chapter 6's Burning the Candle is the most vulnerable we have ever seen Yang up to this point. She takes Blake aside and confesses her history of losing and being left behind by loved ones, of the collapsing of her family unit and how her bids as a small child to find her birth mother nearly ended she and her sister's lives. This also establishes Yang as someone grappling with abandonment issues. She is the girl who was always left behind, and as we saw in the previous volume when Blake was discovered as a faunus and fled, Blake's ingrained response is to run away. Now there's a basis for some wonderful dramatic tension. Now, Blake clearly sympathizes with
Blake wasn't abandoning Yang. Yang didn't know her. She had no attachment to her to feel abandoned because there's no expectations there. It's not like, hey, she needs to be here for this reason. She's like, I'm uncomfortable in this situation. I'm dipping. They don't know each other. They're not talking like that.
It's not even like they've been friends for like 2-3 years.
No. This is, I am deeply into something that I'm not ready to talk about, so she dipped.
At Mean-Spicy says, this editor bit would be great for April Fool video, just make everything worse.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Points at first, utterly insistent that she can handle this despite the fact she can barely stand.
I can't stop him. You can't even stop me.
Before then drawing her into a hug, the shocked look.
You're also very strong. Yang, that's not fair.
On Blake's face says everything. Her entire posture beforehand had been defensive, expecting retaliation and hurt, but instead she's comforted and reassured. Yang asks Blake to take care of herself, not just for herself or her goals, but for the people that care about her. Then, framed in golden light and seen from Blake's perspective, she winks and offers to save Blake a dance. This episode alone...
Framed in golden light. You think that's cool to say, my dude? As a point to be like, oh, she's seeing her in another light? You think that's cool to say to be like, I'm not saying this means everything, but this is just her perspective and she's seeing her as an angel. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
Is what has led many fans to go from either not shipping Bumblebee or having thought it was merely a fun fan thing to 100% shipping them. The gorgeous...
What happened to all this point? What were your points? Not including the sun stuff. They got together because they locked eyes and they had one word.
Which was the rule.
Which was the rule. They talked to each other while they were walking. They worked well together, which was a lie. And then this. Month's gonna ship anybody with anybody. Up to this point, I'm sure that there was more ships for RWBY and Weiss because they had that adversarial. Yeah, they were adversarial relationship, and then they come together and just like, okay, I'll try to be nicer. And then later in the season, after Weiss was just like, look here, I ain't gonna be racist no more. That's an uptick for Weiss and Blake. Up until this point, this was all that they had
Blake
together.
Had melted my racist heart.
Yes, 5719 says, people ship RWBY and Young Big Bro.
Like, that means nothing.
Their hair was clipping together. They're meant to be.
Has this guy ever comforted a friend?
Because if you're trying to comfort a friend that's just going, I'm broke, credit cards are piling up, I don't know what I'm gonna do to keep the lights on, you wouldn't rock up to them and be like, yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I paid off my student loans and all I have is $1,000 left on my check. What am I gonna do with that? My savings are only $15,000. You wouldn't say that. You would come down to their level. You would it would be equal. You wouldn't be like, whatever, bitch. Stop all that whining and get some sleep. You would do whatever you need to do. And you know what? This is the scene where it's just like these two characters sat down and had heart to heart. But again, you're not looking at them sitting down heart to heart. Literally, RWBY is sitting down studying, and Weiss comes and is like, how do you take your coffee? And RWBY's like, how do you take your coffee? And she's like, a lot of sugar. And she brings the coffee. You're not going to talk about that? That was a nice moment, but it didn't lead anywhere. There can be moments that don't lead to anything. This is not evidence of everything that's going to come later.
Lighting, the framing, the vulnerability and understanding are all fantastic.
No. It wasn't even understanding. It was, I've got abandonment issues. Understand that?
Hey, I guess coming to the dance with this dude arm in arm means nothing. Moving on, these red herring, ooga, wee woo.
While Blake does attend the dance with Sun, she reserves her first dance for Yang. Yang herself, however, did not go to the dance with anyone. By this point, she seems to only have eyes for Blake, and as you can see when dancing, Blake's gaze is drawn to Yang. It's also worth noting.
Hold on! No, Mom! You need to prove that she was looking at Yang, because I'm pretty sure the next shot was a wide shot of all 3 members of Team RWBY, her only friends here, standing next to each other. You would need to prove that they're looking at Yang, and you can't!
Remember when RWBY called out shipping names for Team Attack but didn't have a Team Attack with Young?
Can't refuse.
Yeah, no, there was no clever, because they were doing it for
Rang? You rang?
Those were call outs based upon the fans' ship names, and you are, as a writer, not gonna look up ship names for the sisters. You're not gonna have that in your search history, all right?
3 days after burning the candle air, Monty posted a tweet saying how good romance is earned, and surrounding interviews had him and other figures referencing how characters are still young, figuring themselves out, and could well already be queer.
Asking if there will be any queer characters in RWBY.
Sure, absolutely. The best part about that is, you know, maybe they're there now because they're kids, so we're on a path to try to help them discover themselves. A lot of us are for it, even. Like, I have some cast members and some crew members who are like, this would be really cool. But the thing is, we can't just shove it out there. It has to be earned, which is the better way to do it. And a lot of these characters, we try to look at them outside of their gender, so we just
I honestly don't believe this was earned.
No.
I don't think it was anything until a switch was flipped in Volume 5.
Because there would have been a lot more setup. There were times that there could have been set up. And
then all of a sudden they're just holding hands in Volume 6.
And this could have just easily just like, yes, we're planning on something. Hopefully it comes to fruition. You never know with these things, with animation, with storytelling, how things evolve. There's something planned, but we don't know if it's going to come to fruition yet. Just stay tuned. And this is just like, hey, maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's like that's carrot dangling.
That could also lead credence to stuff like RWBY and Weiss, where they have all these little moments, and they're just waiting to see who the fans gravitate towards to go, okay, this is what the fans want. Let's do this one.
Want to do what's natural for them at best.
It's also integral as ever to remember that Monty specifically
At
said he was
Leo 5424 says, Xel Writer, is it true that you're making a Bumblebee video? Yes. But will you bring evidence? Nah, I'd lie.
For a show where characters were introduced one way, but then as the story went on, we uncovered more layers to them beyond the surface, as opposed to them being like,
characters!
That is a story!
This happened with RWBY, Weiss, Yang, and Blake! Why are you putting it out for these two? Like, this just proves what happened here! The fuck is this?
A character can walk into a room, never seen the character before, have no kind of evidence about them at all. They walk into a room, there's this bottle of pop and there's a bottle of water. They go for the bottle of pop, you go, okay, that says something about the character. You're learning about somebody purely based upon a decision that they made. That's all it takes to have some more. This is fleshing out a character. You're just going, they're not the thing that you thought they were. This wasn't just gonna be a brooding girl for 9 seasons. No. She's gonna change. Revolutionary. Would you like your Nobel Peace Prize mailed to you, or would you like the ceremony? Mom, this means nothing.
Basic writing.
And we're clapping
the hardest we've ever clapped, using it as evidence that these characters are changing. So even if they were straight coded before, now they're queer, and that's the change because they've also changed as people.
Unbelievable.
And they haven't even changed as people. They just have become, they have just shown more of who they are.
Yes, they were always these characters. Now we're just seeing them being these characters.
Character exploration, not even arcs or anything.
Unbelievable that we're clapping for number go up character. They're not the same character. Wow. Our archetypes: aloof, dark-haired beauty, Beauty, what's an ugly character in this world?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who would be a conventionally ugly female character in this world? Because you have
At BalanceBreaker7772 says, given the state of Hollywood, basic writing is worth a Nobel Peace Prize.
I will not, having watched Game of Thrones, I will not make comments.
Hey, it was hidden for quite a while, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Again, I have never seen the last season. Really? Never seen.
Papa Squat, dude. You ain't ready.
I went right over to the book after I think the 4th season.
Papa Squat. It is. There are 2 episodes where like, oh wow, everything's wrong. Wow. Okay, I can't even be mad. Y'all just ain't try. All right, go for it. Aloof, dark-haired beauty, world-weary and cynical, true character. Formerly cheerful ideologist, broken into a shell of her former self by abuse, trauma makes her run from her problems. Has difficulties opened up because of trauma. Yeah, that's character exploration.
Yes,
we don't expect her.
Why are you cynical and world-weary?
Yes.
Oh, because of the former abuse has changed me.
Big wow.
Or made me put up a shell.
They literally ain't tried because they rushed to get to the Star Wars. Boy. You just hand it off to somebody else at that point then. If you're done with the show, just be like, I'm done. Whatever. And then hand it off to other people with notes. Doesn't matter. Flirty, vivacious biker girl who fights with raw power.
I don't think she's flirty.
The yellow trailer, she grabs some dude's balls as a 15-year-old and he's like 30. So,
But that's the trailer.
And then I think she winked.
The character doesn't show that in the show.
She winked. No, yeah, the dudes. Where she was just like, ooh, shirtless dudes. I'm straight.
That's not flirty. Wow, hubba hubba. Yeah. I don't think hubba hubba is flirting, especially when it's not to the person that you're hubbing.
She's not you don't see anywhere here where she is confident in her flirting ability. She's just very flirtatious. True.
At NamithGoat5719 says, that's sexual assault, not flirting, DA.
Nice bowl. Shut up.
Tomato assault.
Yeah. 6 charges against DA. Oh, bring up my past, why don't you? Parentified?
Parentified into.
Okay. Is that a word?
I understand what it means. Yeah. I just don't know if it's an actual word.
Into adult role due to parental neglect. Must be just right for the sake of others. Hides behind jokey, cheerful facade to hide trauma. Intelligent but self-sacrificing to a fault.
I mean, that bottom part?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think she went into that Adam thing to sacrifice herself.
I mean, all characters kind of jump in front of the other characters if they're in trouble. I don't think it's a self-sacrifice to a fault thing. But it's basically, yeah, they're these characters, but they also got trauma.
Obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons. Well, we're talking about it. If you like RWBY, try out the visual novel JPDE by Team JPDE and creator Manos Kane. It's a fun game, and I'll give the first part an 8.5 out of 10. Try it and see for yourself. Thank you for the Super Chat Overlord. Yeah. I can do some more. Novels. Basically, a visual novel was my game of the year last year, so I'm into visual novels. When is Danganronpa 2x2 coming out? Which, if it's not Danganronpa 4, I'll be shocked.
Boy, they have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
2x2 equal 4. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Go back so we can get all of this.
Sort of integral as ever to remember that Monty specifically said he was aiming for a show where characters were introduced one way, but then as the story went on, we uncovered more layers to them beyond the surface as opposed to them being laid bare from scene 1. This is a slow burn series, and the same is true for its romance.
That's just a series, sir.
So for Monty to sit down and say, this is what I want to do, that means that his first instinct is to not do that. he is not a writer. He has to sit down and just go, okay, don't have the characters say, hey, I know I seem like I'm this flirty person, but I'm actually super insecure because of these parental issues. Well, this scar is because I had this thing with my family and then I'm the heiress to the... Don't have them do that. Have them slowly review. That says, and that means that he's not a good writer, which he factually wasn't, and he didn't bring on other good writers, which he factually didn't. That doesn't mean that it's slow burn. That just means that it's in a story. And what you're saying is, it's not a slow, it's a slow burn because of those reasons. And all of those things that you mentioned before, go back. All of these traits right here are introduced by the end of season 2.
Yes. Says, could you look in the description of the video to see who the editor is?
We already did.
Yeah.
Did it at the beginning of it.
And I don't want to go back. You guys can go, because I don't want to be like, oh, look, they showed it, and they started getting harassment. I ain't trying to be like calling this mother like Jake. I'm just going editor, because up on the screen it says editor. You know, I'm not trying to target no hate to this mother. But all of this stuff comes about at the end of season 2. Or at the right here, essentially, season 2, episode 6 or whatever. All of these things are laid bare. Is that slow burn or is that just character exploration?
Also, how many more layers do we get of these characters after this? Blake gets quite a bit, but Yang?
Outside of her getting her arm cut off, and that's a whole different layer because it's an outside force. It's not who this character is, and now it's coming out to the surface. It is outside forces caused me to be like this. Yeah, of course we're always attacking editors because we're I'm not going to say former editors, current editors, and editing
award-winning editors, sir.
Award-winning normal and hentai awards for me. Best in show multiple times. So we have a claim to talk about editing. To quote DA, tender your resignation. That was taken out of context.
Deceptive editing.
Yeah, you edited my comments.
Opposed to them being laid bare from scene 1. This is a slow burn series, and the same is true for its romance. In essence, the emotional core, the developments from unhealthy habits to healthy, and the re-engagement with the rest of the cast, all that narrative focus and emotional heavy lifting was carried by Yang and Blake's interactions. The dance itself was nearly an afterthought for their characters compared to the intimacy and focus that was happened beforehand. Touching on the Arcos parallels again, Jean and Pyrrha have a beat-for-beat emotional conversation, followed by a deniable expression of interest.
A beat-for-beat emotional conversation? What's the beats? Yeah. Don't just say that it... Boy, it sure is clip at. But don't just say
hey, these weren't beat for beat, because Pyrrha, John was like, Pyrrha, nobody asked you out? That's crazy, you're Pyrrha. And she's like, well, because I'm Pyrrha, moms don't want to get to know me. I'd wish somebody would just get to know me and not Pyrrha, as opposed to you are going through this big emotional problems, but we here for you. Here's also my trauma.
There was no connecting in terms of how Jean could relate to Pyrrha and Pyrrha relate to Jean. It's just like, I like you because of this reason.
I'm going to go. I just wanted to stop in and say Da is EDP and BG is a scammer.
Factually incorrect on both accounts.
Mean, EDP is EDP. How can I be EDP?
There's not a single A in that name.
Yeah. E is not D. I know these images aren't a perfect one to parallel, but the point still stands. Hey, why don't you find things that are perfect for parallel? Because they don't happen? So this month Xel is just going, they're parallels, and he's leaving it up to you, the editor, to figure out what the parallels are, and you can't find them because he didn't say what the parallels are, so you just have to put them side by side and not make the parallels, but just like, hey, listen to his words. Don't believe your lying eyes. You are a bad editor. Xel is a bad writer for putting you through this, and Xel is a bad creator for putting this up, seeing that, the parallels that I was thinking about ain't here. Put it out. I'm on the deadline or whatever.
There was a parallel here because they both were standing very close to each other, but apart, with one having their head down on both accounts. There was a parallel where you could have shown these images side by side.
If you were a proper editor.
Sure.
Double expression of interest, white dress, and a...
White dress! White sir.
Interesting, now that I re-listened to the lyrics of Shine, is somewhat fitting for...
Yeah, somewhat, and I'm not gonna show, as the editor, I'm not gonna show what the lyrics are. You look up what the lyrics are, and you interpret what they are.
You can't be doing
this.
I'm talking about these side by side.
Everyone can't be doing anything. No, just writes somewhat. Boy, you really making your point with that somewhat. That somewhat is Olympus holding up the world. Somewhat.
Why are y'all reacting to a stripper? Ask the fans why they voted for it.
Here I have a beat-for-beat emotional conversation, followed by a deniable expression of interest, white dress, and a dance. The rest of the volume is more hyper-focused on the plot.
Go back. We got 2 editor notes. My goodness.
Of interest, white dress, and a dance.
We already got
the rest of the
and a dance!
At the dance. At the dance, people dance.
Oh, you can, but then they whatever.
Also, accidentally, Mike Wazowski, Pyrrha, and
Gabon
John
6571
during their segment.
says,
Sorry, you two did.
Hypothetical Xel, you are insulting my editing. How dare you? Look of triumph.
I didn't vote for it.
Volume is more hyper-focused on the plot.
Yes, he's relevant to the plot. Also, wanted a cameo by Oblak with this funny face.
You're breaking the pacing of this video by adding things like that, because now we have to pause, read that, and then go back to hear all.
Son is wearing a black shirt, Blake is wearing a black dress, and
oh
they
my goodness, it's
by a deniable
all
expression of
there.
interest, white dress, and a dance. The rest of the volume is more hyper-focused.
I'm sorry. This mom said white dress. I'm dying.
I knew the white dress was where you were going. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
dude.
Oh, man.
Dude. That's all you need to know that this month is reaching. And again, look at this. All white with red accents. Ruby's buttons are white. There's a connection there. But we're not talking about that.
On the plot, though we do get to see elements of what.
And we also got a bit of character deconstruction from Oblak on Blake's motive related to this.
Editor, you are a terrible editor. You don't add additional points to this month's video that he's not expanding on, because now we have to look at what the conversation is, and we have to figure out
Goku,
what the
Dragon Instinct
deconstruction
Goku,
is.
Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
You don't do that. If you have points to make, you make your own video, or you editor no, and then you explain what the deconstruction is or whatever, or don't have it. You're not adding to the video by saying things like this.
You're actively detracting from it.
This seems more like an arrogant, I'm adding things that even Xel didn't think of.
Clothes and physical attributes should be anecdotal evidence at best for concrete points like character behaviors. I see nothing of value here. Thank you for the super chat.
Completely anecdotal at best, unless you're wearing those couple shirts.
Yes, I'm with, or I came in blah blah blah. I'm blah blah blah.
Of course, both blondes are wearing white and dancing with a girl. Young and black must be gay. It's foolproof.
It's foolproof.
It's evidence. It's been planned. He's wearing a yellow tie. Pedophile? I'm just saying.
Looking after Yang? I don't know. Draw your own conclusion.
The connections are everywhere. That's
Missing an arm in this scene? It's all there.
You know what I'm saying?
What Yang admires about Blake, namely she has faith in her ability to figure out seemingly impossibly complicated situations and feels that she won't back down from a challenge even while Blake insists that she always runs.
How can I undo so many years of hate? I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake. But I am. I do it all the time. When you learn there was a...
Hey, friends. Bigging up other friends.
Hey. Blake knows herself the best. She knows who she is.
Yep.
She knows what she's been through. Yep. Yang doesn't know everything that Blake has been through, but yet she's still trying to say that she does. In this moment, Yang does not understand Blake. So isn't this a point against it?
Understand her better than she understands herself.
Editor notes, she doesn't.
Well, there is an editor.
Jesus Christ!
Editor, she's way too hard on herself. What does that add to this video?
What does that add to this video?
Honest, I didn't know what to do, so I ran. When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran.
This will come back later, but for now, we move on to Volume 3.
Pause. And you don't show Yang's refutation about that.
Nope.
She says these things, which she factually did. Yang goes, "You're not one to run," and then Blake goes, "Yes, I am. Here are all the times that I ran."
That you know of.
That you know of. You saw me run. I'm doing it. You see me doing it.
The rooster has come home to roost. See?
You see, they're called rooster teeth, you see.
He couldn't even say chicken, because that wouldn't make sense.
No, it wouldn't. Is that the new Rooster Teeth logo?
It sure looks that way.
Why would they not use the old one?
I'm not a fan. I understand what they're going for, but I'm not a fan. I think the R isn't pronounced enough.
They're trying to blend it to look like a rooster.
Clearly.
While still looking like the R. So it's not, they don't have that line separating the legs of the R? How would you?
Sure.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Racketeering-Rat says, my video's lost to this. Y'all are pros as scam artists in the same way K-Dot is a pro at being a music
What do
artist.
you want us to do? We followed the will of the people.
What was your videos, Racketeering?
Yeah, what were your videos? Yeah!
I added a bunch of the videos from the things that didn't get voted to the list. So
yeah, let's see what your pearls of wisdom were.
I wasn't saying it like that.
Let's see what your omnipotent choices were.
Merely asking a question.
Yeah, you're the greatest. Let's see what you got, Jordan.
The Phoenix video, the 4-hour one? I think that was I don't know about that one, Chief. A little long in the tooth, but I did add that one though.
Yeah, again, I understand the rooster and the beak and all of that stuff, but I think the what do they call that thing on the head?
Floppy.
The floppy.
The floopity bloop.
The floopity bloop. I think that's enough to know that it is a rooster. Don't look up what it is.
Wiggly?
I wanted to say gill, but I know that's so wrong. I know that's fish.
It's a comb. A comb is a fleshy growth or crest on the top of the head of some birds and some domestic chickens. So it's just a comb.
That's what we're calling it?
Yep. And the little is the wattle. Wattle.
Wattle.
W-A-T-T.
As opposed to waddle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will not remember this.
It'll be on the test, so I would.
I'm going to fail.
Each sprout and the final foundations are laid for what will come.
You chose that one.
Yeah, but he knew Xel was gonna knock it, or they were gonna make Xel knock it.
They weren't knocking it in terms of this is a get out of here, you dumb. It is,
but it's their catharsis of being able to hit it in a video.
At BalanceBreaker7772 says, look up the Taiwanese dragon chicken. That thing is crazy.
Taiwanese dragon chicken.
The rooster has come home to roost, seeds sprout and the final foundations are laid for what will come. The first half of the volume is a light and breezy tournament arc between friends, but as the first match in the final bracket ends and Blake rises from her seat to applaud Yang's victory...
You saw the dragon chicken?
Yeah. Why it got feet?
Oh, jeez. That thing is a monster.
Yeah, that is humans breeding too much. Like, all right, pull it back. We don't need this.
No more hormones on this one.
Go, Yang!
Go back.
Half of the volume is a light and breezy tournament arc between friends, but as the first match in the final bracket ends and Blake rises from her seat to applaud Yang's victory,
Way to go, Yang!
Is that Yuri Lorenthal? Oh my god, it is.
The killer.
You Sasuke.
the truth of the
Cool.
matter is actually that Yang was the victim of a
Spider-Man?
hallucination semblance cast by Emerald Sistereye. That convinced her she was under attack and she reacted accordingly. In the wake of this, she is vilified like the Beast, disqualified from the...
Hey, were those PNGs? Could they not animate those? What's going on? Why ain't she moving?
He did not just bring the Beast back.
What do you mean? That's a
We're
theme.
done with this Beauty and the Beast boy.
It's always here.
No, it's not, because it's
she's
not
pretty,
a thing.
And then Adam is the Beast, and the Beast
No, but
inside of her.
Yang
and
is the
then
Beast.
he's coming out, and he's like,
Yang is Beast
And then
then.
the Beast will look mean, but it was actually super nice. So that's it's BG. It's here. It's all the way here.
It's not
always
here. That's
been
the
here.
problem.
Yeah, what is this? Do you see Blake? Yes. There's one of her legs and a hand. And where is she across from? Say it.
RWBY?
No, directly across from Yang. So you're not trying to see this relationship as they were purposely put here.
Should you need to try to see a relationship?
Weiss and RWBY are across from each other, just like Blake and Weiss, doesn't mean anything. Blake and Yang doesn't mean anything. The fact that Yang and Blake are across from each other, that means everything. You see? That's the evidence for, and this is not evidence against.
Aren't RWBY and Weiss's outfits basically diametrically opposed to with the black to the white?
And that means
then
nothing.
They both have the red accents in them?
And that means nothing.
But shouldn't it mean something?
No. The fact that Ironwood is wearing a red tie, what does that mean?
And a white outfit?
It means,
with blue accents like white?
Yeah, it means everything, or it can mean nothing, depending on what narrative I'm trying to push. Now, if we press play and he talks about it, well, we can talk about it. Oh, they're Atlas, and Atlas, they all wear these colors, except for when Weiss doesn't wear these colors, but she was thinking about wearing these colors. The fact that she didn't wear them means that she's shedding her Atlesian colors, you see. So that's what that is. So the colors all mean something, except for when they don't, in the case of Weiss and RWBY, you see. So it means everything, and it means nothing. I always win.
Yeah, how do you argue against that?
At r.arrows-queen says, one of my videos was the Music Mark 1. It would have been great BG manipulated the votes just to spite me.
I'm glad that didn't win.
Oh boy, listen to the Music Mark.
Nope. That would have been the real wee woo.
I mean, this one.
Tournament, left questioning her sanity and worst of all, given her tearful reaction, left doubting her relationship with Blake. Because while her uncle was unhelpfully indifferent...
What? Where'd you grab that from?
Tearful reaction, left doubting her relationship with Blake. Because while her...
What?
You see, I can just say things... And you're watching this video because you like these two characters and you want them to get together, and this is evidence, and I'm just gonna move on. She was doubting her relationship, and then Blake gave her no reason to doubt, and it reaffirmed her, so then they grew fonder for each other. Another point. They went from 60 to 61. Point go up. Love coming. Lesbians.
I don't think point went up.
Uncle was unhelpfully indifferent.
So, why'd you do it? All I know is that you attacked a helpless kid. So either you're lying or you're crazy.
Pause. He's very pragmatic in that way. What did he see? Her just hawking out and just shooting some dude that was just standing there. Those are the facts. She did it. There's no way to prove her going, that's not what I saw. There's no way to prove that. There's no way for BG to prove what I was thinking yesterday. There's no way for me to prove what I'm thinking right now. I can say that's what happened, but there's no way to prove it. So he's pragmatically coming out and going, hey, yo, why'd you do it? Hey, wait a second. Does that mean that Crow doesn't understand Weiss? I mean, Weiss. Yang doesn't understand Yang? Does that mean that characters can just not understand each other until they do? And it's not a point when characters automatically connect to each other, even though they didn't?
I'm not lying.
Crazy. Got it.
What an asshole! And then her sister and Weiss were supportive. Blake was unsure. This all reminded
At
her of
Hope-Jan says, "Your thinking Revisted was a mistake."
Sure. Yeah, no, the
This
entire
channel-
concept, yeah.
Yeah, no, the channel is broken. Frame one.
An asshole! And then her sister and Weiss were supportive. Blake was unsure. This all reminded her a great deal of her former partner, someone she once viewed as kind and noble, but who over time became more violent and cruel. It's triggering her trauma from her last relationship. Still, she resolves herself and after getting...
No, not relationship, just triggering her trauma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
the trust she had in somebody.
Yeah.
And oh no, it's also happening again.
This is somebody who was super kind, who seems super altruistic, is very nice to me, who's very who I relate to very much, and they've done a objectively bad act, and it's reminding me of the last time this exact thing happened. Weiss doesn't have anything like that, so she's just like, okay, something must have happened. RWBY doesn't have anything like that, so RWBY, of course, because she's super optimistic like that, she's gonna be like, of course something went wrong. She has this, so she's going based upon my previous experience. Not super nice people on the surface can be bad. Is this
turn bad?
Or turn bad? Is this what's happening now? This is why I'm skeptical of this. And then Yang looks in her eyes and goes, look me in the eyes and say that you're on muff and you ain't do this. You go, yeah, I didn't do that. And she believes her. So that to me tells me that
she's not so readily ready to trust.
Yes.
Blindly trust that she could not do this. But once she says outright to her face, I did not do this, then she's believing.
And the fact that this could be a character moment for her where either she asked Adam, who never gave a straight answer like that, that's why she's asking Yang like this, or she never had the courage to ask Adam.
We're not talking about the eyes.
They are really derpy. But she never had the courage to ask Adam, but now this is her growing out of that and having that courage to ask somebody, hey, is you a piece of shit?
I don't know nothing about that.
Yang to meet her eyes and swear to her that she's telling the truth of what she saw. Blake is reassured. This is integral because it's another direct parallel between Blake's former romantic partner and her current partner. We see the...
You already are counting her as a romantic partner, as opposed to just quote-unquote partner.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
Yep.
We also see that throughout Volume 3, that while Yang might be better, she does have many traits similar to Adam, such as her temper. What does that help?
What else? What other? What other traits does she have similar?
People have tempers. Wow. RWBY has a temper. Weiss has a temper.
Bro, you're looking way too deep into this. Not deep enough, really. When you think about it.
Wait, the other's feelings and actions hold to one another and get a...
What? You went to another one?
Hey, you piece of editor! You're putting this up while an argument is going on, an argument that does not help his argument. This is an entirely separate argument that you are making. Do you think that this is a good thing to do in this video? Come on now!
Traits that Blake would probably have to actively do her best to not compare between Yang and Adam the majority of the time.
Weiss has a temper. Means nothing. Yeah, means nothing.
Romantic partner and her current partner. We see the weight the other's feelings and actions hold to one another and get a hint of Blake's relationship with Adam when she asks Yang to look her in the eyes, because Adam always wore a mask. What soon follows is pandemonium as Beacon Academy...
You would have to prove that he always wore a mask. At the end of Volume 5? Yeah, when he was defeated. He was walking away and his mask was in the foreground and he was walking in the background.
That's what the mask is.
That's the point of a mask. What the unironically hate
Obvious
that movie.
reasons.
Hate
Obvious
that song to me.
reasons. Obvious
Thank you for the super chat,
reasons.
editor. Also, keep in mind, also
Bit Muff and editor turned to fan fiction. Hey, you think that wasn't it from frame one? It was always fan fiction and headcanon.
Does anyone else find it weird that Adam's semblance, which is a natural thing, hinges on his sword, which is man-made? What happens without his sword? Shrug shoulders.
You can say that he can put it into anything, but that's the best conduit, so he can do like big. It's kind of like
100% output as opposed to an 80% output.
It's kind of like a gambit, but he needs that damage. He can do anything, but he favors the sword. But we have no evidence for that. Fascinating.
Disagree. Hey, Rogue! Oh my god! That piece of pissed me off! I was watching that thing the other day.
Good one.
You can't do string. She could just mash that shit in the middle.
Raven said, for those who haven't watched RWBY, he's skipping a lot in this volume. Yeah, skipping things that don't make his point, or he's just like, look, this is too much of a stretch. I
can't do this.
It's too far. I can't stretch that far.
Is invaded, the team is split up and no one knows what's going on. Blake is ambushed by Adam and both Yang and Sun are presented with the chance to go and look for her, but only Yang does.
The day when Weiss became Wing Woman and Third Wheel.
Blake is ambushed by Adam and both Yang and Sun are presented with the chance to go and look for her, but only Yang does so. As before, this puts Yang and Blake's relationship into narrative focus as the one to watch.
Pause.
As Adam...
I don't remember why that was.
Same.
I'm gonna look for that.
What episode was that?
As before, this put and both Yang and Sun are presented with the chance to go and look for her, but only Yang does so.
I gotta assume episode 10 or 11.
Into narrative focus as the one to watch.
Late one.
As
At
Adam
Overlord
disarms
Silverheartains says, Crow, my niece just broke a kid's leg after winning a fight. She just went through some crazy stuff. She could be just like her mother, or it's her trauma.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her. Edited, he sucks.
What the Weiss is exhausted there. She's in no condition to help Blake. I think he's talking more about Sun than Weiss.
This will be the day we're fighting for.
The day we open up the door.
Oh, where is it? I just saw Weiss, but I don't think it's, unless this is one of those.
What is it? Season what? 2? Episode.
It's the very last episode. Okay, there's Weiss. Where's Yang?
Are you sure? It's probably episode 10 or 11.
No, oh, no, I found it. And then I skipped over it. There it is. Oh my goodness. I suck. Help.
We went better than expected.
You're okay. Have you heard from Ruby? What about Blake? She went after an alpha. And some members of the White Fang. You look for Ruby. I'll meet up with Blake.
One for all. Fall Cowling. Detroit.
That's all it was.
Nah, bruh.
She's clearly tired.
We knew what it was, editor. Thank you for the super chat, Overlord.
But yeah, no, I don't think that that's like evidence of she's like, oh my goodness, Blake. No, I don't think that's.
Blake and looms over her, promising to destroy everything she loves. Yang enters the scene, frantically looking for Blake. The horror on Blake's face is unreal, and Adam sees that and...
Yeah, because it's a friend here who's beating the brakes off of her and will probably get the brakes beaten off of her.
Blake knows full well what this dude can do. She knows that Yang ain't ready.
At Balance Breaker
she can't handle that
7772
smoke.
says, they are bull-headed and stubborn, traits found in several stubborn characters. Also, they think this MF is the Phantom of the Opera.
No!
The Phantom of the... I might go see the Phantom of the Opera. I love that song so much.
These scenes also further highlight... Why didn't you give these notes to Xel and go, can you flesh out the script with these things? Because you're making your own video at this point.
The opposite of tighten up this script.
Yeah!
Flesh out this script.
Starting with her. He stabs Blake, drawing Yang's attention and leaving her with no real option to save Blake but to try and rush him.
You mean when he put his sword away? She has no options post sword put away? Wait, editor!
What damage has she taken to facilitate that? Where was her aura there?
Is that how blood works in this world?
No, we see blood later.
Oh! How people thought this was anything but abusive is a mystery. Well, okay, not entirely. So it's not a mystery. You can see both sides, editor. Why even put this in? This is worthless commentary.
This was clearly abusive. Who didn't see?
Why must you hurt me, Blake?
Blake nearly sacrifices herself in a bid to get them both out of there.
No, she didn't. She had a plan. That was, she used her semblance to make a distraction and got away. This was not a near sacrifice, and why wasn't that a trait of Blake as well? You counted Yang as sacrificial to a thought. So it seems like everybody will sacrifice at some point or another, doesn't it? So it's not a trait unique to whatever.
See them, Yang is unconscious and a sobbing Blake is holding her hand, apologizing and convinced that this is
this would have happened if it was RWBY or White.
Jan says, did he just editor note his editor note?
Broken heart. Of course she took damage. She has a broken heart. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat balance. DA also missed the new alert for super chats that he gave me. I guess I gotta turn it up. He said a bit still in my views, still in my analytics, which is something that Trigger Senpai has accused us of doing, stealing his views, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I guess I gotta turn it up louder. Video too low? No, not the video. That LTG voice clip you sent me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That just played?
Yes. I have to turn it up, I guess.
all her fault.
I'm so sorry.
We also see Sun framed between.
I can add a 4 years if people remind me post stream. Like y'all ask for these things on stream, and I have to tell y'all constantly. Once I click in stream, my mind is not on this stream.
Dutch asked for a member alert. Did you do that?
For the DSP? Yeah, that's fine.
See, look at ask in the Discord. He'll do it maybe.
No, I will do it. You just gotta let me know.
The pair, but not part of this heavy scene, again reinforcing Blake and Yang's narrative.
Go back.
And apologizing and convinced that this is all her fault.
I'm so sorry.
It was her fault.
We also see Sun framed between the pair, but not part of this heavy scene, again reinforcing Blake and Yang's narrative importance to one another through framing. When we next
yeah, you can be important to somebody without being romantically involved.
Go back. Are we not going to talk about how the dog is in between them? What does that mean?
Present evidence of what you're saying.
The one that's really in between them is White.
Yes, but I'm just even going to the point that there's a dog between them. So sometimes things can just mean nothing until you make things mean something. So these things, the people that are in between them here and now, that means nothing. But press play.
Part of this heavy scene, again reinforcing Blake.
1 second later, this means something. You see the difference here?
He's leaning towards Yang.
Do you see the difference here? How 1 second can be the difference between this shot means nothing, even though there's multiple people and an animal between them means nothing. But this scene, this is what I'm talking about where it means a lot, and he's outside of this relationship. Do you see what I mean when I go, this month is reaching, this editor is
narrative importance to one another through framing. When we next return to them, we find Blake has fled without explanation, but we, the audience, know why. Yang is sinking into a depression.
What other reason? I did. What other reason could it be for her to flee? It's like, oh, we the audience know. No, Yang doesn't want us to know. She doesn't want to think about this. So she's like, she just bounced. We know because it's obvious why she left. She is a danger to others, she sees herself as. And she's like, if I'm around these they gonna get hurt like they did.
Return to them, we find Blake has fled without explanation, but we, the audience, know why. Yang is sinking into a depression, more upset about Blake's absence than the loss of her arm. I don't think I can oversee.
Hey, display that. You don't just say that. Yeah, you know what this is? He said that, and the editor was just like, oh, I don't have clips to support this, so I'm not gonna show any clips like I have been showing throughout this video. I'm not gonna show any clips because there ain't no clips. That's what happened here.
VA, understand?
So this mom is just lying. And there's nothing to support that lie. So he is able to lie with impunity. The people that believe it are going to believe it, and he's going to move on. Because the only way that you're going to remember that is if you go back and watch that scene and go, oh, that's not what happened. Or you just watch that scene and went, oh, that's not what happened. Either way, there's the people that are like, that's not what happened. There's the people like us where it's like, based upon your previous history of lies, I don't believe you.
Gotta go Xel might be reaching, but nobody reaches more than the rope theory guy.
We're not going to talk about that.
See you later, Aries.
So there's the people that are just like, he's lying because I just watched this. Then the people that it's us like, I watched this a week ago, but you're lying based upon previous lie history. And the people that are just like, I dig Xel, I dig Bumblebee. He's telling the truth. I do remember that scene, big ups. Or I don't remember that scene, but I trust him enough to big ups.
The importance of making Blake's new partner directly parallel her former romantic partner, or the importance of it being Yang and Yang alone who stumbled on them, let alone Adam zeroing in on her as the best means to hurt Blake. This is the moment.
It's not the best means to hurt Blake. It's the only moth that's running through the streets yelling, Blake, Blake. She chopped off some dude's hand. She's like, yeah, how do you feel about that? It's like, who? Who's that? That was Cardinal Winchester. Good.
Oh no. Carl?
Aqua? Turquoise? It was something blue related that guy was named.
Yeah.
Teal? That's bluish green. That's not, I don't think that was his name.
Sky?
Neptune? No, that's that other dude. Adam's just like, yeah, got him.
And the background just rigging the severed hand with his hand. Yeah, how you like this?
Sure. I don't know. I feel on a base human level, you're a faunus, you remember? Ah, yes. A base cat level that we have cat emotions that I feel sorry for Aqua Lagoon or whatever his name was, but you know, whatever. Yeah, he happens.
Locked Bumblebee into my mind as something that could and should happen. It's the one with the real thematic weight and narrative build-up that continues to build from here on out. A final Arcos parallel is that in Volume 3 there are frequent juxtapositions of Arcos and Bumblebee scenes going on at the same time, though that won't be happening anymore with Kira choosing the path of a warrior over safety, just as her inspiration.
One final parallel for good measure, both running from their loved ones for what they think is right.
In order to be like these scenes are running parallel to each other, you would have to show the scene and then show the very next scene that comes in sequence in the actual show being from Pyrrha to Blake or Yang and back and forth that way. Because if it's the same episode and it's Pyrrha and then Ruby and then Blake, that's not what's going on here. I don't trust you.
Don't you think that two people that are potentially going to be in a relationship basically having parallels of their talking points and their action is kind of lazy?
Yeah, if this is all that you can do in terms of a relationship, it's just like, look, these two are in a relationship or going to be in a relationship, and these two characters are doing the exact same things, and we're showing them back to back, so they're going to be in a relationship. If that's all that you can do, that is pretty lazy.
Or at least not competent.
But this is the same staff that is just like, well, the characters are going to start off as one thing and then they're going to show their true selves as another thing.
13 episodes later.
Myth did. With that, we go to Volume 4.
I think after Volume 4 we should, or maybe even after Volume 5.
Volume 5. Volume 5 or the halfway point, whichever comes first.
Off the cuff, we have Blake surrounded by people in the intro, but her focus being drawn away from them and towards the edge of the scene as it transitions to Yang. And when we get to Yang...
Pause.
Because she caused the reason that she ain't got an arm.
Yes, that's the reason why she's running, number one. And also, each and every one of these things, as they do in anime and things like that, they will be lined up, those straw hats in the order that they joined the crew. All of the intros go RWBY. They always do that. So it went from Blake to the next in line, which is Yang. So we're not going to talk about what happened between RWBY and Weiss, their connectivity. We're just going to talk about this. Go back. Because it's a whole new point.
From them and towards the edge of the scene as it transitions to Yang. And when we get to Yang early on in the volume, we see her looking at a pile of books which have always been associated with Blake before sadly turning away to watch TV.
Them books sure is a Blake.
Books!
That bitch sure do be reading.
She do be reading though. She the only mom I ever seen read. You know what?
I've been in the library a dozen times, and Blake's been the only one in there whenever I go in there.
What are those paper squares? Oh, books! Blake did like those. I've never seen anybody read a book before.
I think I seen her read like 3 times. So I'm forever gonna associate paperbacks with Blake. Hardcovers with Blake.
Imagine.
The books have always been associated with Blake. Always.
Her looking at a pile of books and going, oh yeah, Blake was reading that one time. There's the connection.
However little they might say.
RWBY, I love books. She did say that. But as we've seen before, she ain't thinking about her sister.
Wait, can you read? You read, Blake?
Pile of books which have always been associated with Blake before sadly turning away to watch TV. However little they might say, they're clearly on each other's minds. Skipping back to Blake, she's
wait a second, Muff!
Oh, he scratched me. He's so mad he was about to pick up my pillow and throw it.
You do realize the Blake thing that you said was an intro. You can't be like they're on their mind. It's an intro because in the last season intro, I think it was Weiss was fighting the green hair chick with
That's my request to you.
With the Emerald.
Yeah.
She was fighting Emerald. So what does that mean? In the next season, season 5, they're all jumping towards Salem and going to fight. When Salem did the big roar and then dove towards them and they were afraid. So maybe an intro is just an intro. Obviously, there are things happening in an intro, but not everything in the intro correlates to what's happening in the show. No, I'm not.
@MF_Curry says, DA, have you finished reading JJK?
I have not. Right now, I am I'm going to start Vigilantes.
Oh, I would pause that so we can start the Naruto stuff.
I would say I was thinking about pausing it because reasons, and it might influence some things that will make things things more difficult.
Yes,
and I don't want that.
Yes,
so maybe hold off on that.
Yes, correct.
But
accurate.
Yeah, I'm looking for something else to watch while I do art right now because I keep getting like bouts of inspiration and I'd like to act upon those. But anyway, let's go.
However little they might say, they're clearly on each other's minds. Skipping back to Blake, she's reunited with Sun, where he again shows they aren't really on the same wavelength. He follows her in such a manner that she becomes legitimately distressed, and later when he joins the fight against the Fei Long, he does so by jumping on her head and disrupting her attacks. It's a very blatant demonstration of how little...
After she was knocked away, after she has no chance, hey, she's blocking, deflecting?
But it's really close to her.
But it doesn't hit her.
But it's real close.
It don't hit her.
But it's
and then later, as they're fighting with their clones, she does the same thing where he's holding out his arm thinking that she's gonna jump into her, but she bounces off his hand. It's just like, oh, it's a callback. You've seen that before.
Dragon Instinct Goku.
Yeah, no, triple. Crazy because V5 is the laziest the heroes are. They overlord.
I used to think 5 was worse than 4. I don't know now. 4 is real bad.
There's nothing like 9.
No. 9 is in another category. It's just like whenever I say my favorite artists are, I'm not including gorillas because gorillas are on a higher tier than anything else.
Combat synergy.
Is this man dismissing Blake and Son? Absolutely.
100%.
This was never an option. This is all just a distraction.
This is a red herring from the true romance.
Blake don't want the hot dog. She wants the bun, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, bend over.
Possess, especially when compared to how easily Blake and Yang fell in sync with each other.
Hey, you can't show this in Volume 3 in a tournament as their teammates have been for quite some time, that they have a team name. This is not seamlessly coming into step. This is them having practiced this
and
beforehand.
What he showed was her throwing her. It wasn't even like some super attack.
How little combat synergy the pair possess, especially when compared to how easily Blake and
what are we doing here?
Yang fell in sync with each other.
But again, this is why Xel Writer writing something and editor going, I don't even watch this. I got nothing.
Worst to best, RWBY, no.
Ain't
9.
no way anything is above 9.
Nothing.
Ain't no way. Oh, and Iron, who gives a shit?
Did you see 9?
Once things calm, Blake is hopeful that he understands her.
You're going on a one-woman...
You are fucking lying!
8 is not the worst. I am sorry.
You are f***ing lying.
You are... 9 is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
What stuff?
Divine Instinct Goku, Ultra Essence Goku.
We've been going a while.
Divine Essence Goku.
I'm not invested at all in RWBY's shipping, but the way he keeps dismissing Sun is starting to piss me off.
No,
thank you for the
And
super
Overlord
chat,
Silverheart
Uncle.
says 5 is above 9.
In terms of it's better, because if you mean it's worse, you're wrong.
9 goes above and beyond. Absolutely.
Y'all, I think y'all need to rewatch 9. I think it's been quite a while since y'all watched 9.
Big style, y'all. Y'all need to sit, pop a squat.
Rampage against the White Fang.
What? You're wrong, son. You're so wrong.
Pause. But she was smiling beforehand.
Yes.
Does that mean nothing?
No, it doesn't. Because what happened at the end...
She's going back home to recuperate, think, and also she hopes ensure that Adam will stay as far away from her team as possible. Her disappointment when Sun doesn't...
But so Adam will go after her family instead?
Yeah, they're less important than my friends.
Her family with her father who is retired and mother who doesn't seem to have any fighting capabilities?
What's the problem?
That? The sentence I just said?
As opposed to in the school full of fighters.
Yeah, no.
And teachers that can fight.
Yeah, including the most powerful muff in the world.
And a city of people that are hired specifically to fight these types of things.
Including Glenda, who can rebuild an entire building by just waving her whip.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I mean, nothing, but I'm just pointing out, like, things that are problems.
I don't see how.
Her is palpable. I'm not denigrating his desire to help
sorry, what was
team as possible. Her disappointment when Sun doesn't really get her is palpable. I'm not denigrating his desire to help here, just highlighting how the narrative consistently shows them not gelling well when it comes to serious topics.
No, they were fine. It's just the White Fang stuff.
Yes.
Is giving her pause. And that's what he keeps pointing out. And she's like, oh no. Him noticing Blake leaving is proof he can be attentive, but he's very oblivious to her emotional state.
So the White Fang attacks the city. She runs away. He goes, okay, She wants to take care of the White Fang herself so her team doesn't get harmed. That is a perfectly understandable observation about the situation and her mind.
Understandable conclusion to draw based on the things that have happened.
Absolutely. Her going, no, I'm just done with everything. That's like, oh, I was not expecting that. That's completely fine. You'd be like, oh, dang, I didn't expect that. That's 100% fine for him to have one expectation.
Hey, the Ironwood sucks.
No, we're not saying Ironwood stuff doesn't suck.
What? What?
We're not saying. I'm not.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I'm saying the Ironwood stuff doesn't suck.
No.
Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. No. Ironwood sucks.
Yeah.
But it's not Volume 9. Like, that's the problem. Volume 9 is S tier and S plus tier. There could be S tiers, but there's one S plus tier, and it's Volume 9. Matter of fact, bring up a tier list after this for this. I'm gonna show y'all some
help here. Just highlighting how the narrative consistently shows them not gelling well when it comes to serious topics.
Can relationships not disagree with each other? Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to
People fight all the time.
You have to showcase every single time that Blake and Yang are together, they gel with each other. And if one time they don't, we have to sit there and just go, okay, so Sun didn't gel with Blake in this instance. Yang and Blake didn't gel in this instance. So even these characters who are quote unquote in love or falling in love cannot gel with each other. So it is possible for this to happen without it being a defeater to this actual romance that's going to happen.
8 Ironwood character assassination. Ruby lying to Ironwood, but then does his plan. Penny becomes a real girl. Yang simping for Blake. 8 is the worst.
Ruby wanted to kill herself. Cause she was sad.
Everyone's like, oh yeah, Ruby, she's gonna do this no problem because she's perfectly fine. Nah, in my life, B.
Yep.
Hey, literal bridge, dude. The framing of the bridge alone should put it in the upper echelon, and that's a episode out of a series of episodes that are equally bad. They're equally bad. Like what?
The mom picked a clock off the time fruit and it broke. And he's just like, oh,
a mother's wish.
A mother's promise.
Are you
never brought up in the history of it? She gave it up and then she got it back. That's cool. That's cool with y'all.
It was good enough commerce. For this.
It's in every single one of her muffin outfits.
Says,
never brought.
Oh, you don't have enough, do you?
Oh, it must have froze. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all are not remembering this.
Boy, imagine being wrong.
This wrong.
Could not be us. We're on the right side of history.
Oh yeah, YouTube might be borked. Let me close that out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just gotta bring Cat back real quick.
It's real bad. It is real bad.
And I'm sorry y'all can't see it. Oh, I forgot exactly. Y'all need to rewatch Volume 9.
Y'all got in your mind all the bad stuff of 8 because you're used to the argument. It is like, wait, oh yeah, the mother's promise bush, the time fruit bush.
Y'all have not seen this enough. Y'all rewatch Volume 9 and then get back to me.
No, Volume 6 is Ruby good. There's a difference.
TTS it should be the regular time.
Homophobic Ruby was funny for a while.
I don't agree with this.
You're gay and I don't approve. I was looking for. I made that emote a while ago. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, and I didn't feel like making it again.
It'd be like that. No, it's the typical 120 seconds, so 2 minutes between TTSs.
I feel more passionate about Volume 8 than Volume 9. No, absolutely. I feel more passionate about Demon Slayer than Fairy Tail, but Fairy Tail is worse.
There you go. And better.
And better.
Following this,
Yeah, I feel more passionate about One Punch Man than Jujutsu Kaisen. They're both fine.
Sun mostly falls back into his usual role with Blake, prompt and receive exposition.
And also stepping on a few paws in the process, Q-Sun's faux pas and blunder.
He is pissing me off.
We don't know.
Grand Magic Games, ayo, you know, calm down.
Grand Magic Games is a 0 out of 10. It's one of the few arcs out there. I don't think there's anything of worth in that arc.
I think that arc was I always forget the introduction of 5 or 6 of the baddest muff that you'll ever see. I don't know if it was that or if it was Tower of Heaven. But if it was that, it got us that at least.
That's something from
that's
you.
Meta, yeah.
And that's meta. Grand Magic Games is a worthless arc, y'all.
The Ichiya stuff is good.
Ichiya is always good. That means nothing. It's not in particular to that arc.
My right is to fight every 100 monsters.
You got it. It's a 1 out of 10 arc.
Booyah Shaka!
That is something.
Booyah!
It is a 1 out of 10 arc.
Serious topics. Following this, Sun mostly falls back into his usual role with Blake, prompt and receive exposition.
Actually, not getting Blake's point initially on why finalists are not entirely happy.
No, because he's never been here. This is not anything about her and her feeling. This is the history of this place that he's never been to because he's in a more lawless place where he's from. So he's just like, yeah, finalists, whatever over there. But it's like all the finalists are pushed to an island over here. What's the issue? It's like, well, we're out of sight, out of mind. So that's what the issue is. We're not giving our own place because we're respected. We're giving
I don't know
our own
nothing about that mutant y'all got going on in My Hero. What is a 0 out of 10 arc? Can't say the last arc of My Hero.
Can't say Sasuke Retrieval because it's got Shika.
Fullbring?
Dirty boots.
That's not a positive.
I understand.
Fullbring?
And go on. Chimera Ants got Kamugi.
Yes.
The Diavolo Coliseum stuff. Once Green Day and Oasis in.
I know what you're talking about. No, it's got the My Mistake with the I'm a girl, is that a problem, or whatever it was. He's walking up, Polnareff is at the top, just like, you don't sound like a girl or a guy or whatever.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Sleeping Slaves.
I don't think that's long enough. Because if that's the case, I can say the mutant arc of My Hero.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't say Bound arc. We're not counting filler.
MHA Final War arc, no.
No.
Unfortunately,
it's got the gentle stuff.
The gentle stuff is... I really wanted to help.
What is this? Fullbring has some great characterization of Ichigo. Dang, you know what? I did really like the beginning of I ain't got powers and I just got...
the boss lady, she was cool.
Huh.
Stars and Stripes.
Stars and Stripes? That might be it. I don't think there's anything of quality in it.
I will accept it, but I would prefer something longer, but I will accept it.
Babyface, I think there's something of merit there. Entertainment District, I think there's something of merit there. Star and Stripe is the closest I would say to being of zero quality. Bunglee's introduction.
No, but that's a boyfriend being introduced to the parents.
Yes.
To the point where Gears, the father's just like, I don't like you, but the mom is just like, oh, he kind of cute. You know, I can get down with a little bit of jail time.
Eavesdropping
on the emotional conversation without considering Blake's privacy. Okay, what happens a couple of episodes later, or is it the next season, when her and son are talking and then the parents bust in on an emotional moment?
And Overlord Silverheartains says, not gonna lie, I think the anime made the last parts of the final war arc a good 4/10.
4 out of 10, I'd have to see it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's just like they're having an emotional conversation like a boyfriend and girlfriend do, and the parents are just like, oh, we getting a grandson? To the point where the father reprimands the mother who was actually eavesdropping, and the point for son eavesdropping here was because he was waiting for them to stop, because he immediately goes, hey, yo, there is some faunus, what was the faunus revolutionary people? My brain is fried right now.
Not the White Fang.
The White Fang, yeah, he's like, there's some White Fang stuff going down on the center of the town, because there's people wearing masks down there and they're not supposed to be doing that. I remember this scene. He had a purpose for waiting until they were done talking. That's what he was doing.
No. Fishman Island had good stuff in it.
I really don't like you.
As it is, the main point of his...
I didn't get much laughs in Volume 5, but when they were fighting, the two twin dudes.
Obvious reasons.
Analyst. Thank you for the super chat, Hope. Analyst is strong.
Oh, that might be it.
Analyst might be a 0 out of 10 arc. High key.
The fights, Jalal times 8. Hey, I'm different, so I put on clothes.
Yeah, we're all opposites of y'all. The kid just being alive and coming back. All the cat stuff.
Nah. That might be it.
Analyst might be. Rent a Girlfriend as a whole. First off, BA hasn't seen it.
6571 says, Fishman Island is a masterpiece compared to the Fanis racism
I might
storyline in
have to
RWBY.
think about it a little bit harder, but Analyst might be
a 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10.
We might need to do like a ARCs thing, a ARCs tier list for the 0 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. Just so we, but it would take us rewatching or rereading a bunch of ARCs, and maybe while we're doing because reasons for like the Naruto stuff, we could just write down our scores in a little blurb for the arc, just so we can keep in our minds what we thought of it at the time. And then sometime in the future, we can have a big, here's a bunch of shonen arcs from our because reasons what we've been reading recently that we would rate 0 out of 10 through 10 out of 10.
Presence here for himself would be getting his own narrative foil, namely Ilya, a former friend of Blake who we learn in Volume 5 was in love with her.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh no, I'm not doing
to
this.
Blake, complicated case to prone to insensitive behaviors from past trauma. See books. You're asking us to read the books. Now, instead of spelling out what happened, do your own research, baby.
Oh yeah, we still need to do the episode 19 tier list. We also need to do episode 2 of our Sins Wins thing.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of things.
We got a lot of things to do,
a lot of things that we're not gonna do. We're just gonna say that we're gonna do them.
But whom she never was more than friends with. After Sun is injured by Ilya, Blake lays everything bare about how she blames herself for everything that happened, that she's a danger to her loved ones, that she loved her team like she never thought she could love anyone else. Yet that is in of itself odd. She's had teammates, friends, and allies, and she clearly adores her parents, but it becomes...
But she's opened up to them
Yes.
in a way that she has not opened up to others.
Yes.
clear who she means when her voice cracks as she reaches Yang's name.
Ruby? Weiss? Yang?
Yang had her arm lost because of her.
Yes, that is the reason why. It hurts to say her name because it brings up she will never be the same because of what I did.
Cats 2019 is a 0
I will I will walk to where, now not today, but you know, it's snowy, but meet me halfway.
Meet me in April. You're lying, April. You're in April. No, there are things in Cats that I think are of quality, and if nothing else,
Shanks, the railway.
The problems of it make it comedic. I can't say The Room is a 0 out of 10 because of the joy I perceive from it.
There will be no ban list for this individual, even though they were soft banned because I never looked up any of his videos. So I ain't watching this bush for this very reason.
Man of Steel is not a 0 out of 10. Snyder Cut is not a 0 out of 10. 8 Mile did. There's so much of 8 Mile.
Yeah, I don't mean nothing. Mean about the Myers and 8 Mile and Woodward.
Magical Negroes was a really bad movie. I will not count it as a 0 out of 10. I will go as low as 1.5 out of 10 for that.
Episode 3?
Yeah.
Episode 3 of season 8 of Game of Thrones. 0 out of 10. The final episode of Game of Thrones. 0 out of 10.
But the final season, not 0 out of 10.
4. The first 2 episodes were fine.
Mm-hmm.
The episode after the war was okay.
Mm-hmm.
The episode right before the end is a 1 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not even a 3.
2?
No, it's Bigelow.
But not a 0.
Not a 0.
Catwoman, I don't remember it enough to say anything about that. Loki season 1, I think, is a pretty good season. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Madam Web or Morbius? No. Neither one.
Yeah.
Not the channel, just for the guy he has editing. Thank you for the super chat, Overlord.
I ain't gonna look for this.
Ooh, Coney sounds great right now. I am hungry. I might go get some Conies.
They were my friends. And I hope they hate me for leaving.
Blake claims she had to separate herself from them to keep them safe and hopes that they hate her.
Cell Saga is not a 0 out of 10. Stop that.
For what she did. Sun shows some insight here by insisting that Yang, like himself, would never hate her or regret what happened if it meant helping Blake.
But I'd do it all again if it meant protecting you. And I can promise Yang would say the same. You can make your own choice.
Because she lost her arm.
So,
not because of the relationship apart. Oh my God.
It is saying that Yang, even though she was hurt, she would get hurt for you again because she cares about you in the way that you care about her platonically.
I ain't about this lesbian.
I'm not gonna let you be gay.
Sure. But you don't get to make ours. When your friends fight for you, it's because we want to. So stop pushing us out. That hurts more than anything the bad guys could ever do to us.
Yang's side of things is less...
You keep shooting! Oh my God! I hate this. I hate this.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, pizza. Dude, 313 pizza is not it.
No, I said.
There's a little place in Troy that's like inside of a gas station. Bomb pizza.
Those are always bomb diggity.
Bomb pizza. 2 slices and a pop for $6.
Obvious.
This is high-key deceptive editing. This is out and out blatant.
313 pizza is not it.
Big style.
Far less focus, but one can easily read her referencing losing a part of herself.
The purple hair. Oh no.
So you have to realize what happened here, editor. She chooses to distance herself from the books, which remind her of Blake, but yet she puts on a hair tie to something that is very important to her hair, which reminds her of Blake. These two things can't coexist with each other.
She consciously rejects Blake, but subconsciously wants Blake. I'm with you, editor.
To be a layered statement, not just about losing her arm, but about Blake leaving. What's more, her character something.
Hey, it can't just be to compliment her eyes, which are also purple.
No.
Oh.
The
She can't just be a Lakers fan.
No.
Right references the events of the fall of Beacon, recounting that in her dreams, I'm racing to her side, there's nothing that I won't do for her. Volume 4 is also when we see the release of Bumblebee, a highly romantic song that would go on to serve as part 1 for V9's Worthy, which plays in the culmination of this slow burn arc. For now, though, we go on to Volume 5.
Pause. I like how you did. I ain't even gonna read this muff in lyrics.
I'm not.
I ain't going. We know. Copy and paste earlier, just like, oh, whatever. In lyrics, piss off. Let me be your Bumblebee? What does that mean?
That's
if their ship name is Bumblebee.
That's why I'm not reading this, buddy.
Garden of Ecstasy? Hey, yo!
That's why I'm not reading this.
Oh, you could be my queen. What is that?
Our lives like a fantasy, like Volume 9.
These muff can't write.
RWBY songs
I don't give a fuck. It's cartoons.
Legitimately the worst parts of RWBY.
Not Neo. I had one thing, and you taking it from me. Yeah,
it is nothing.
She took the thing from her. I'm clapping.
RWBY songs
I'm clapping.
are literal tell don't show.
I'm clapping.
The lyrics are literally what's going on.
Why is Neo fighting her? What's that lyric say? She had one thing and it was taken from her? Okay, I dig it.
At Overlord Silver Martin
I don't need to think.
Okay, stop. Armed and Ready is clear about RWBY.
No.
Subtext is for cowards.
No, it's not. Shut up.
Say what you... You can't just have a character say what they're feeling. That makes me angry.
Oh, that Futurama. I have a character say what they're feeling. That dude, such great writing.
Oh yeah, that Cinder song. That is the other side of the coin of I'm bopping to Neo. This is just like, you mean nothing. You'll never mean it. I'm like, oh, Jesus. We can see that.
This volume starts off fairly low-key on the romance front, for both these characters are rather focused on other narrative threads. Yang is seeking out her younger sister with such focus that she dismisses the chance of a proper reunion with the mother she's spent years seeking. It's interesting to note, though, that she remained cool and in control of the situation, right up until Raven made a jab about her teammates letting her down, hitting Yang right where it hurts most, her abandonment issues.
No, yeah, that has nothing to do with romantic anything. That is abandonment issues. This isn't the girl that I like left me. This is, I have this abandonment issue and somebody that I trusted abandoned me.
Yang, please.
Listen to your friend, Yang. Your teammates never let you down before. You don't know the first thing about my teammates. About me.
What?
You were never there.
It was so perfect. Anything about me or my teammates. What?
I was just about to say something. Oh, man. Oh, crap.
Someone's projecting their issues with their team real hard right now.
You don't know the first thing about my teammates. About me.
What?
You were never there. You left us.
This trend would continue when she...
Yeah, no, that's fine. That is what happened there. And
sure thing, Dutch. You can get some points for that.
And she's right. She doesn't know about her team. So Yang is right.
Yeah, what's the problem? Dutch, how many points do you have actually?
Oh man.
Yeah, that was strong. Oh yeah, you got a low amount of points. All right, yeah, I got you.
Already clipped.
If Zaz shows up in the next 5 minutes, I will give you and Zaz 50,000 points.
Later tries to be aloof about Blake leaving them, only to grow
At
snappy.
Overlord Silverheartane says, okay, he's lying. She got mad because Raven was talking about Ty and Crow. She got mad because she was talking badly about her family.
No.
I believe you that he's lying. I did not pay too much attention because Homegirl's acting is terrible. Raven is a terrible actress.
No.
Then separate herself from the team. Weiss finds Yang in her room holding a picture of their team, her thumb stroking Blake's visage. She breaks... Weiss finds Yang in her room holding a picture of their team, her thumb stroking Blake's visage.
I don't think that's what happened.
And even if she is, she's stroking the person that abandoned her and the person that led her to run away from her team that they were just talking about abandoning her.
She breaks down for the first time, confessing she never would have held anything against Blake, would have been there for her, and asks,
How could I be there for her if she doesn't let me? What if I needed her here for me?
Important note.
Oh, is Weiss and Yang a thing now? Look at the shoulder touch. Shut the fuck.
Yeah, and again, that's the only point. You could take that as the abandonment thing, not the love thing. Not I need her here because I love her. I need her here because she is causing me trauma by leaving. This is like a bad relationship where it's just boom, ghosted. You don't know why it ended.
Boom, ghosted.
Bam, gone. But you don't know how it ended. You don't know what happened. It just ended. And it's like, she bounced. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. She ain't talked to me. Something could have been resolved here without her leaving. And she doesn't have that closure. So you could take it as that and not the romantic thing. Or you could take it as a romantic thing. But it's not a purely romantic thing.
This happens in the same chapter that reveals Ilya was in love with Blake and that Blake was unaware of it, entitled Alone Together. This scene culminates when Weiss helps Yang work through her hurt and the false anger she's been using as a shield. Meanwhile, Blake was more cut off than this, as she had very little downtime to discuss anything but the plot. Though the brief discussion she has with Sun about the words she associated with her team does tell a great deal about how she perceives them, and Yang in particular, thanks to the way her demeanor and tone shift when discussing Yang.
I remember getting to know Ruby and thinking, this girl is the embodiment of purity.
That's why we're here, to make it better.
After a while, I saw Weiss was defiance.
My father was not the start of our name, and I refuse.
And again,
but she's shifting tone for everybody.
We're going RW and then ending it Y. This is the framing that always happened.
Just let him be the end of it.
And Yang was strength.
I'm not asking you to stop. Just please, get some rest. Not just for you, but for the people you care about.
However, we get a...
Oh, bro, what was even the point there?
What would have been a very good scene to talk about her feelings towards Yang? It's just like, because that whole thing was, have you ever met anybody who meets the requirements or matches the quality of one word? And if she got to Yang, it was like, Yang is strong. And she's also kind. And she's also... And then she's naming like 4 things. And then she stops. And it's just like, oh, I can't even narrow... I can narrow down everybody else to one thing, but not this person. I think so highly of this person.
What?
I can't even narrow it down to one single thing. That would have been a very good... She separates and differentiates the other people from their team into this category of she doesn't even fit into one single thing. But people don't fit into one single thing. You shouldn't think about people like that.
big moment from her when she finally catches up with the rest of the plot and arrives at Haven Academy to thwart the White Fang. Blake had no idea her team would even be there, but when she discovers them, the scene slows and all she and Yang can do is look at one another.
Yes, not because of a love thing.
Yang, go!
Before both are dragged
Not because of a love thing, but because this is the abandoned and abandonee.
Yes.
They have a lot to talk about. Blake knows that Yang has abandonment issues, so she knows that she hurt her by running away. They talked about that in season 2.
The lost arm thing.
And the lost arm thing. And Yang is right in front of her. This is the person that abandoned me.
No, we don't need to describe me or DA in one word. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much.
No, we don't need to do that.
Yeah,
we'll
thank
be
you
handing
so
out
very much.
liberal timings for anybody that attempts that. Big ups. But RWBY doesn't have that type of, she's back. That's her mindset.
Morris 28 says,
Same thing with White.
Everyone shall stand stock still while Yang looks at Blake and scene.
Hey, they look here. Yuri Lowenthal knew that this was a big moment for them.
He had to pause and just let them do their thing.
Yeah, and he's respectable like that, and you should respect him for that. Hey, dear, you're not even respecting him enough to know his name.
That, we have Adam characterizing Sun specifically as a classmate, compared to considering Yang as someone Blake loves in Volume 3.
Pause. Adam has no reference to see why she loves her. In the last season, Blake says, I love my teammates. So it's true.
Yeah.
It's not like... And again, same thing here. Adam has no reference to call Sun a classmate, especially considering he ain't her classmate. So he doesn't even know that enough.
Later. After Yang returns from confronting her mother and securing the relic, the villains are all forced into retreat.
Divine Instinct
Who's
Goku,
gonna win?
Ultra
TTS
Essence Goku,
or
True
money?
Divine Essence Goku.
I don't think TTS fires off. Oh yeah, because it's on cooldown. Cooked. God, it'd be so long that I forgot how much RWBY stands defense. The stupid part of it. RWBY is not
the fans.
Thank you for the super chat.
The fans defended 5 when everybody knew it was terrible. Is he really taking what Adam says seriously? He has to push a narrative, you see. So it has to be done like that.
Treat.
A boogity boogity boogity.
It's Mito.
Things end with a reunion hug between the team, started after Yang affirms that Blake being back with the team is all that matters. This is accompanied by the song of the same name, which is all about how Yang is willing to risk being hurt again just to be at Blake's side. And look at those.
Pause. Yeah, no, that's fine because and that's what Sun said. And that's what Yang is willing to do. Again, nothing that has to do with love. It's just, you are my teammate. You would have to showcase, if Weiss was in a similar situation, would Yang put herself in a situation where she would get hurt? Yes. So it's not a specific thing to Blake. This is just a characteristic of what
their friends
Yang would do. Now, if it was Yang over here, Blake over here, sorry. If it was Blake over here and Weiss over here, and Yang was in the middle and just like she can only save one of them, that's when you could do like, all right, she moves towards one of them and then they're towards the other. That's when you could be like, okay, this is a clear scene of she's doing one thing over another. She's taking one person over another. Blah, 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 whatever. And even if she goes to Weiss, you can still compartmentalize that in your mind and just going, okay, she chose Weiss to make it seem like there's not favoritism. Or she's still hurt by the thing. Or she knows that Blake can take care of herself because she took care of herself all the time. No matter which choices she makes, you can still fit that into the puzzle piece of, oh, this is all about the rubbing together. But this doesn't mean anything specifically about them two, only them two. It is, I will protect you. Cool. She will protect RWBY. She will protect Nora. She will protect Oz. It don't matter.
Jet, this is what I mean by the lyrics thing. You're lost, you're found, your heart's pinned down. I never know if you'll come through there. You appear together, we're here, and that's all that matters somehow.
Then you appear together, we're here. Oh boy.
It's so
Grammys!
Soft expressions. Volume 5's end is also where we should probably discuss some more parallels, namely between the last generation and the current one, which is a...
At Ravenfeather5420 says, clean the linens, sweep the floors. Shut your mouth and do your chores.
Dude, literal lyrics. Mother wrote that down. They saying that. They put the beats to them words. They mixed it correctly.
They contracted somebody to sing the lyrics.
Dude, I'm now just like, wait a second.
Oh no.
What is he doing here?
The parallel.
What's the parallel? Dude.
The parallel.
I swear, if he goes, look, they're blind. Look, there's the standoff redhead.
No, it's
the mysterious dark-haired one. Scythe wielders.
I think it's gonna be X and Y got together in the old crew, so these two get together or something.
Check this out. Blonde-haired martial artists.
Yep.
Mysterious dark-haired beauties.
Yep.
Scythe wielders.
Yep.
Oh, Weiss and Mama Ruby. There's nothing. I was gonna say abandoning their family name.
Draw their sword.
She's got a scythe as well. No, okay, so it's gonna be Ruby and her mom are gonna be scythe people. So Crow and Weiss. Swords? A connection through winter.
Is Weiss a type of bird?
No.
That could have been something.
What?
Common and recurring theme in RWBY. RWBY and Yang's parents
okay.
and uncle's team, Stark, were basically the RWBY of their day, a powerful team handpicked by Ozpin to become his elite agents, a silver-eyed leader, a blonde martial artist, and mysterious dark...
martial artist!
I mean, verbatim, the words that you selected. Verbatim. It's so worthless.
Divine
so
Instinct Goku,
worthless.
Ultra Essence Goku, True
Mama Summer
Divine
and Weiss
Essence
both
Goku.
wear white. It's obvious. Thank you for the super chat, Uncle.
Dude. So, isn't it the test to be like, all right, you can join the school in the forest thing? So did he know that Muff and they're both martial artists? And the first time that he meets Ruby, he goes, you got silver eyes. So he didn't know. And he didn't plan for them all to be in the same team. It was just grab a chess piece. And then they all grab the chess piece like, oh, glad it wasn't team in Ruby, and then switch out Weiss and put in Cardinal.
Team Ruben with Nora.
Ozpin to become his elite agents, a silver-eyed leader, a blonde martial artist, and mysterious dark-haired woman with a grim past. The only one lacking clear analog is...
At Overlord Silverheartine
what do you got this?
My internet dropped. What is DA crashing out?
I said a mysterious dark-haired beauty.
You did.
He said a dark past.
But you were close.
But he can't even make the connection to Crow and Weiss. It doesn't even... Sir! Do you realize, Xel? Do you realize when you wrote this down, it was just like, they are a one-to-one comparison. I'm going to make all the oh, whoops. They're not. So the thing that I wrote, that's not true.
Irrelevant.
I don't know why I wrote that when it's not true, because I can't connect them all without reaching. So I ain't even gonna try. There ain't no match for them. But 3 out of 4, hey, that ain't bad. There's a connection there still. Am I right? I'm still cooking. It's a little burnt, but ring-a-ding-ding, it's time to eat.
Here comes Dindy. DA's crashing out because he was trying to figure out the parallels between the old crew and the new crew of RWBY and the generation before them. Strike or whatever that was. Stroke.
I don't even remember.
It's STRQ.
Stark.
Stroke. And he...
There's a lot of stroking going on in that team, I tell you.
Bend over. And he said one was a blonde martial artist, and he said verbatim,
What?
Blonde martial artist.
Weiss, but the parallels with Stark are fairly mixed with a grim past. The only one lacking a clear analogue is Weiss, but the parallels with Stark are fairly mixed across the board, e.g. Weiss and Raven have swords with revolving dust chambers, and Ruby and Crow wield scythes and have capes.
So it's not a one-to-one comparison, it's all just mix it and match it. And if you're just going a sword that can wield
Yep.
But this still serves
Go back to that stab thing. One more.
Weiss, but the parallels with...
That's gotta count for...
Stark.
They got stabbed. Pause. The point that Xel Writer was making, editor, was that Ozpin specifically chose these people to be his elite fighting force, and therefore he picked archetypes of the previous generation, such as a blonde martial artist, mysterious blonde hair, black hair, path, blah blah blah, whatever, silver eye, whatever. There's no way that he could have known that she would have been stabbed. So that's not a point in any way, shape, nor form.
At Racketeering
Do you
Dash Rat
understand
says,
what he's
First month
saying?
of the year ain't even done yet, and DA is already crashing out. You're gonna die in the Naruto because reasons.
Nah, I think I've said everything I need to say about
Oh, I don't think so. Just like they didn't remember Volume 9, there's gonna be some things you did not remember about Naruto.
Not a single panel.
Across the board, e.g. Weiss and Raven have swords with revolving dust chambers, and Ruby and Crow wield scythes and have capes, but this still serves our purposes. You see, Raven is...
It still serves our purposes is the perfect title for this video. You might as well have just used it for that. Blankety blank blank don't make too much sense, but it still serves our purposes.
Good mom, but also vanished. No, she's not this small. She's just leaning. Dad who screwed both, also screwing up as a dad. Birth mother who abandoned family.
Yang's birth mother, but not her mum. She vanished when Yang was a baby. She has the power to see her or anyone else she loves.
Her Symbolism link allows her to portal to anyone she has a strong connection to. She was able to stay in contact with Crow, but never kept in contact with her daughter.
I can't take this!
Anytime she wants, but she chooses to keep her loved ones.
That said, there's also a strong implication that she feels her semblance is also frequently used because others want stuff from her, something that likely worsened due to her bandit upbringing. Bandits would abuse her semblance to no end. And the manipulation and secrecy of Ozma's war, secret war, which creates an interesting juxtaposition to Yang.
Distance for her own safety and emotional comfort. She clearly...
Raven,
this editor is the worst editor I've ever seen. You going whatever this month is talking about, it don't matter. This is my time now. So I'm gonna do a full paragraph about whatever I'm trying to talk about.
Raven, who might want a genuine connection, but who sees herself as being taken advantage of or manipulated. Thus, she constantly tries to be in a position where she can have facsimiles of connections while keeping distance from pain. Versus Yang, who, even despite having a hard time, had to give up so much, is willing to keep taking the risk of being hurt because she values her bonds too much to give them up. Yang's version isn't inherently without self-destructive elements, but it's something to note.
Pause. 1 second. Drinks water. Takes a deep breath. STRQ only has ties to RWBY because they are the literal blood family of Ruby and Yang.
No,
dumbass.
No, they have a dark hair beauty.
That's all I needed to make sure that there wasn't anything else.
Raven is Yang's birth mother, but not her mum. She vanished when Yang was a baby. She has the power to see her or anyone else she loves anytime she wants, but she chooses to keep her loved ones at a distance for her own safety and emotional comfort. She clearly isn't a happy person, but she sticks with this decision despite that. Meanwhile, Yang's father, Tai Yang, was...
It could also be seen as I'm trying to keep my distance because I'm trying to protect the people that I love.
Really broken from the loss of Summer and Raven abandoning him. He won't even let her come
Pause. Is he broken? I'm not seeing anything about him being broken that would showcase that.
Conversation or be talked about.
Also seems he holds resentment to Oz and the others for tearing his loved ones
It
away from
seems that way. I don't know. Go back. What did he say?
Broken from the loss of Summer and Raven abandoning him, he won't even let her come up in conversation or be talked about around Yang, growing snappy when she comes up.
Pause. Around Yang because he knows that will trigger her abandonment. It's not about how he feels about the situation. It's about her.
Our twins have always been interesting, to say the least.
Come on, man. She's right here.
Oh, please. She's a mature young woman.
Oh, please. I don't give a shit about her dumb deadbeat mom.
My Park Place.
The issue, Pete. And besides, she's still a teenager. Adult or not, you still got a long way to go before you're ready for the real world.
Oh my gosh, does every father figure just have the same 3 condescending phrases?
Yeah, but we only use them when we mean it.
Is that so?
As a matter of fact, it is so.
And even when he does willingly discuss her, it's clearly something he doesn't want to do. In essence, both Blake and Yang...
yes. I choose not to show a clip for that. I wonder why.
Fell into these same initial traps, but where Tai essentially broke and has never seemingly recovered or addressed his feelings, Yang, whether she was ready to or not, put herself back out there, confronted her pain, and was able to move past it. Where Raven fled to the...
Isn't his daddy a teacher?
I think so.
He is going out there in the way that he can, but
losing faith in the war and wanting to retreat to protect herself, Blake left to protect others. Where Raven is dismissive of the impact of her actions, Blake wanted to be hated for them. When Raven ran at the end of the volume...
Okay, what does this do?
Yeah.
What does this do for the
It's
narrative?
all these fake parallel bush
and dichotomies and juxtapositions, and it means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This ventured into this guy's headcanon for RWBY. Thank you for the super chat, Arco. Which one?
It is the white dress will haunt me.
Blake returned and she stayed. And here begins volume 6.
All right, there we go. It's almost halfway ending to the end of volume 5. Hey, big ups.
Oh,
ooh, 3 hours. That is what time? That's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah.
Blow. We went on a couple tangents.
Yeah.
At Racketeering-Rat says,
oh boy.
Man, the editor is not even an editor anyone. They're just straight up a content creator that is featured.
Legitimately.
I wonder if they've done their own videos by this point. I'll check off stream. Yeah. We are not going to finish this.
I'm tired.
We could, but we're worn out.
I'm tired.
This drained us.
We got to talk about volume 9. I got to be fresh for that. Fresh
6, 7, 8, and 9.
We're getting into the hard stuff.
Yeah, that was the easy. No! That was the easy.
See y'all in 2 weeks. Because it's
next
the
week.
Most wonderful time of the year next week.
DSP Day, baby.
Yeah, boy. Get your clips in.
Yep. I will be putting up a thing, post. Get your clips in for the DSP. Because we's doing it.
That's a viewer request month, DSP. Put your clips in. We're going to randomize the playlist and we're going to watch them.
Yep.
And we're also going to talk about recent goings on because, oh boy.
Boy, right back. Like he never left with the bagging.
For a second he left. But we will talk about that.
And then all this and trying to beg and LTG and wings and all that. What are you doing?
He's back to Street
You're not
Fighters.
that guy. Oh, I guess old man DSP showed y'all. I got to master. I guess the guy still got it. Shut the f up.
Oh, boy.
Out of topic, top 5 music artists now? Forever? What are you talking about?
Gorillas Fight Star. Story of the Year. I Set to Kill. I've been listening to so much recently.
That's why I wanted to know. All time, recently? Like in the past 10 years?
I know there's somebody else that's on the tip of my tongue that I use. Give me Emma Rosa. Because they've got 2 different generations. Essentially 3.
Mm-hmm.
Where, yeah, give me Emma Rosa.
For now? Oh, the ones we're listening to now that are top 5? Kendrick, Pusha, Dance Gavin Dance, I'll go Poppy. I love Poppy.
Poppy's killing it.
Spotify.
While you're doing that, what's the next? Because reasons.
Naruto. We might slide a smaller win like Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Just something we can watch in an afternoon or something and just quickly do
and
that.
If that's not enough, we could talk about Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah.
I don't have too much to talk about that, but there are some things good and bad that I'd like to talk about. There's also Attack on Titan that's on the horizon. That's actually not that long. I'm discovering, so I could probably blow through that once I get through the thing. I heard the second movie was worse. Oh. It's bad.
It's not even close.
It's not a 0, but it's bad.
If the last one was a 3, subtract 2 points from that. Because it's real bad.
Doesn't have to be in order, but still, my order would be Gorillas, Story of the Year, Fight Star, I Set to Kill, Emarosa.
Maybe West Side Gun. I've really gotten into West Side Gun recently. Maybe JPEG Mafia. Either JPEG Mafia or West Side Gun, one of them.
What about X?
X.
DMX?
He said for now.
Oh, okay. It's pretty tight, if you ask me.
Don't do this. I'll do this. Expedition 33, that's a long one. It's a long RPG. It's a good 60 hours.
I don't have time to play the games that I want to play.
Yeah. We can't. It would have to be something of the shorter variety.
Gorillaz, new album coming out in a month and 3 days. Very excited about that.
J. Cole coming out in a couple weeks. Should be a good one.
Fight Stars still on hiatus, but President is killing it.
There you go.
I Set to Kill. They put out a new song recently. Story of the Year album coming out in a couple months. Big ups. And Emarosa album coming out in a couple months. Big ups. Good year for old DA.
Good year.
Hopefully, because if any of them are stinkers, boy, that always hurts. But yeah, we'll see.
I can't remember the last album of an artist I liked that was an actual stinker. There have been some where, like this latest Dance Gavin album, I'm like, it's okay. There's like 4 or 5 songs I can grab out of that I really, really like. A couple that I'm just like, that's pretty good. I'm not going to listen to it too many times. Only a handful. I'm like, I am not feeling this at all. But I wouldn't classify it as a stinker.
Yeah, I can't think of any either. I'd say Five Finger Death Punch, but they have a sound that is just like, did I switch to the next song? Every song is as good as every other song, and every song is as bad as every other song.
Maybe Adele's 25 or whatever that was, or 30, whichever one that was. That one was not very good. Maybe that's the last one. I'm like, this was a stinker.
I'm going in reverse order for Elton John albums, and they're all bangers.
I haven't been looking for Eminem.
Do I take out Emarosa
and put in Elton?
And put in Lockdown Sessions? Oh, it was favorite band, right?
Favorite music artist.
Okay, Emarosa's out. Elton John's in. Elton John's above. I Set to Kill. Done. So done. There we go. Elton John above. White. No. Yes. No.
One of my friends is really trying to get me into The Weeknd.
I have his albums downloaded.
It's just the hitting the play on them. It's truly.
Exactly. I'm trying. I've got a bunch of like super popular pop. Carly Rae Jepsen I have.
Oh, her newer stuff has been great.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I need to. Yeah, I'm literally listening to her. I think this is the second song off this album. That's what I was listening to yesterday. Yeah, that's one of them. Weekend was another.
Olivia Rodrigo's previous album was amazing.
I realized I never heard a Paramore album, so I
really okay.
And their most which one is that? After Laughter. That's a very good album.
I wish Tonight Alive.
Lizzo.
album.
Lizzo? I like Lizzo. I thought she was just a meme, but she's good. Yeah, no, I'm branching out crazy, but that's not what this is. This is a curtain down. Is what
This is a wee woo. You guys ever gonna do a Game of Thrones? I guess because reasons at some point. Yep, at some point.
Because there's a lot that I have to talk about, including you said you watched up to volume 8?
What?
Season
4?
Season 5. Where did you stop in Game of Thrones?
I think at the end of season 4.
Okay, then I can't talk about the number one thing that I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna have
a minor thing, but it's a major thing that speaks to a lot of other things.
That's fine.
But in its minor factor, it says a lot about what the values of the writer and the character.
And I can't even say, just tell me, because I don't know how different the books are from the later seasons.
The books have not gotten to that point.
Okay.
And it is only hinted.
At Carlo Limo 2154 says, what about a Jujutsu Kaisen before reasons?
Yeah. Again, Eric's going to be on that. We just need to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah. But again, there will be no big shonen before Naruto. There just won't be. So anything you're asking about because reasons, just think if we can get it done with 2 seasons of a TV show or 80 chapters of a manga or something, it may come out, or a movie series, it may come out. But don't look for anything before Naruto. Anything big. And with that, we're out. Because I'm about to go get either some pizza or some conies.
Or some 313. Stop coming to these. RWBY sucks.
Coming to... RWBY sucks!
RWBY real bad. Woo, big ups. Drop my phone. That's fine. Nice bow, everyone.
It goes with your pajamas.
You catch my drift.
We want you to bend over now.
Consensually. Above 18 only, please.
That's why we said we want as opposed to you better.
This is your choice. I'm just locking the door for your safety.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to disturb us. White dress, peace out.
What about ism alert? Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Wee woo indeed.